G'day, g'day, ladies and gents. Hope y'all are doing well today. Woo! We're back at it again with more of this. Buttons. Hello? Hi. How's it going? G'day, g'day. God, it's hot in here. Every day, I hope maybe it'll be fine. Maybe there won't be humidity and it won't be like super hot in my room. But of course, every day I'm lying to myself. Which is fine. We're almost there, guys. Hi, Austin. Guys, we're literally at the start of February. So, technically, summer is almost over. Even though the heat will probably still linger till like the end of April, but we're getting there. Okay. Monster Hunter news, good or bad? What do you mean? Why would it be bad? It's about to come out. What do you mean? It's down. I've got the beta downloaded and everything. I'm ready for this shit. Oh, all right. Let's get into the game. Hi, House. Good morning. House. I had something to say to you. Okay. House. I wanted to say thank you for like doing these Skyrim bingers with us. I know it's at a not like the worst possible time for you, probably like being like the dead center of your morning, but I appreciate your attendance and spending time with us. All right. Oh, that's right. I was proving her innocence. There's Ob. Please, Ob. Of course, I look forward to it. Yeah. I don't think you. Oh, I was gonna write this as a message into the group chat. I should probably write it into the group chat. Just. Oh, shit. Me, Con, and Aelin were talking at the end of the stream about maybe the next one be a collaborative bingo. Could be like a collaborative bingo. So we basically are trying to complete all of the squares in the thing. Yeah, all of the squares, like everyone will work together to basically complete everything on the board. Switch to news. Yes, I did hear that there's going to be a stream in April, which, I mean, they'd already announced that kind of, or at least I feel like I already heard that somewhere, so I'm kind of like, don't care. I'm still waiting for like the end of February. Does that mean there's not going to be an end of February usual time announcement stuff, or is it just going to be a switch to? I think there's still probably going to be like a games orientated Nintendo Direct at the end of February, but the Switch 2 is going to be specifically at the start of April. If we do that, then all I ask is make sure the tasks are long enough to warrant it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, we should claim a square to go for instead of work together, I feel, but hey, I don't know. Well, that's what I mean. Like, we figure out, like, all right, there's like, do the main quest line. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna need one person to basically main focus doing the main quest line. I know you can finish the main quest line in like 40 minutes if you do all the speedrun strats. But that's quite a bit to expect someone to do. I would do that. I don't know if anyone else knows the general strats around it, so. Yeah. We might find out, Austin. We might find out. Just, it's all about waiting. Only 3 more weeks to go, and we'll probably find out. To make them move faster. Or maybe that's Half-Life. That doesn't sound right. So, I don't know. I just remember you probably need like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I feel like this is kind of cheating, but like there's the, but you have to use a plate to like immerse yourself through walls. So there's that. I probably will skip out on doing that specifically, but. Sorry, I'm just drinking water, guys. And reading. I've got to figure out where I'm supposed to go with this current... Oh, that reminds me, I was gonna bring up the walkthrough. Just so I have it on hand whenever I'm ready. Whether I'm too impatient. Things I have to organize. Always so much things to do, but I want to do them. What do I do? Okay, I'm bringing up the walkthrough, Hannah. Walkthrough. Don't get distracted by the curfew. All right, this is where I'm up to. We're almost at the end of end 1, so we still need to go through end 2, but we're almost there. Fuck, you reminded me, I forgot to email my club manager. Trying to decide if I quit or not, and my brain is stalling. Okay, so why would you quit? Why would you quit? What about the pretty girl? You were there for the girl, admittedly. We respect that. Because you are the VP as well. Alright, let's get into this. Because last semester was a shit show and I can't guarantee she's gonna be there anyway. That's fair. I mean, you know, but I mean, like, it's also like, isn't it fun? Is it still fun to do? Or are you saying, like, the shit show was just trying to even get everyone to turn up? That was the problem, wasn't it? Okay. With scheduling, yeah. Nope, that's fair. Scheduling is a pain. Unless you just say, hey... I mean, like, I do find it interesting because I feel like most of the time with, like, clubs and stuff like that, you just could say, hey, I'm going to be here at this time every week. If people are there, awesome. If people aren't going to be there, alright. But I'm going to be here, no matter what, every time. You know, like... Couldn't show up, and then I couldn't show up, and then by the time it was fixed, it was the last club meeting, which consisted of me and the president only. Shit. Yeah. That's a hard one. Because it's one of those things where it's like, do you keep going or not keep going? As someone who's been a part of a camp, I've been a part of a camp. I just want to accentuate this. I've been a part of a church camp for the long weekend in March, right? For the last, well, like 10 years of my life. What are we up to? 25? Okay, I would have done it for about 12 years. From when I was about 13, 12 to now, I've been doing it, and it's only this year. Well, like, okay, we missed out on 1 year because of COVID. But aside from that, this is like, we've finally like basically been like, well, it's not running. At least it's not running this year. They talk about like reinvigorating it. I don't know. No one's talked to me about it. So I'm like, I don't care. But it's so great that I'm like, oh, I get the long weekend in March now for once. And of course, that's when I find out baby cousin baptism. So happy. It's a long weekend in March. Always has been. How do you not remember? Supposed to be more, but they were misinformed and told there was a last club meeting for some reason. There wasn't a last club meeting. Yeah. I don't know what you do about that, because I want to say, like, obviously, like, work on having, like, communications be in a more solid location, you know what I mean? Where you're like, okay, I know I sent this, so if people care, they will definitely, you know, it's about building up your communications and stuff. You know, rather than, and I say this like as like an email or something, rather than like a Facebook group chat where all of the stuff is going to get lost in all the replies of sorry, can't be there, sorry, can't come, blah, da, 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 da. And next thing you know, people are like, wait, so what day is it? Never impacted me, I guess. Never enjoyed a lovely long weekend in March. That's fair. All right. What does the coroner's report say? Coroner, doobity-da-ba-day. Records of keycards used to enter... Oh, this is the keycards. Okay, that's not the coroner's report. Where's the coroner's report? It gave it to me, right? This one? Wait, hold up. If you care to read the coroner's report, I'm sure you would change your tune. Where? I don't have it. Give it to me. Oh, okay. Found it. Fuck my life. Is the cause of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest inflicted by a candle holder. Victim also suffered a head injury post-mortem. I'm gonna burn my... the left side of the chest? I don't know, like, what am I nitpicking here? Press. If I do quit, I could join the psychology club, probably, which is more popular. Might be able to meet more people that way, who knows. It's my last semester at this college, so I don't know, I might just focus on my schooling. No, that's fair, listen. I haven't pressed anything yet, Astandia. I'm just trying to choose. I'm trying to be choosy so I don't have to talk as much. Did you rest well, Han? Yes. Why wouldn't I? I don't know why. I'm sure it's just you inquiring on my health where I was like, what are you? Was there an inkling that I wasn't going to get a good night's sleep? Yes, I did sleep well. Even though I'm tired anyway. What? Shh! Viru, how did you hack into the corner of my brain? All right? Come on. Gotta get you out. That is all. Thank you, Viru. I'll be doing the same tomorrow. It is an inquiry. That's fair. VP title on my college resume or whatever, that alone can help. True. Hi, Viru. It's good to see you. I'm excited to play more Wilds too, even though I might not be able to now, but that's fine. We'll find out. I need everyone to plan things 2 weeks in advance in my life, please. Because I didn't sleep until like 3. That's really bad. Did something happen? Was it just the brain was too busy thinking about Skyrim, which is totally fair. Been there. You're sure the stabs to the chest were the cause of death? There's no doubt about it. None. One of the spikes of the candelabrum even pierced the victim's heart. And unless you mean to call Dr. Hurt's professional opinion into question, we can only treat that as fact. The coroner's opinion backed up my own winning ones. Now that's all I call a flawless victory. Well, I'm certainly not about to ignore the coroner's findings. What about my findings? You can't just ignore them. What if death really was the puncture wounds to the chest from the candelabrum? That would seem to contradict one of the pieces of evidence we've gathered. Does it? The blood? What piece of evidence did we get? It's gotta be a new piece of evidence. Photograph of the mysterious figure in the red. Blood was detected on the secret elevator. It looks like it dripped through to the floor below. This? What? What they're trying to insinuate. Everyone shut up. Gotta take those sleeping meds. I have to keep reminding Adad to take her sleeping meds. She doesn't, like, she's like, yeah, I'm fine, like, most of the time, and then there'll be, like, days where she's like, she wakes up the next day and she's like, I didn't sleep so good. The coat was worn by the victim. Yeah. I don't think that's really what we're supposed to be talking about here. The evidence we're trying to figure out is, like, is the candelabrum the way the person died? How were they standing after the murder? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, let's see if it works.
Objection!
Didn't work. Can you imagine I just accidentally load up the previous game? I would have a panic attack. I'm like, ah! found with 3 wounds in her chest, and we all know what wounds are from. I don't know how I feel about all of it, any and all of this. Alright. Oops. Alright, that didn't work either. Cool. Alright, maybe it's the coroners. Maybe I need to try the next thing. Come on. No! Come on, Steam! I need access to my bottom buttons! Thank you. How could someone survive? That's a different text box. Yeah! I tried this one, and then I've tried this one, so I'm trying this one. I'm just presenting them to each of them.
Objection!
That didn't work. I thought it would make sense. Why does it keep doing this? I thought it would make sense that it was like, present it to... I doubt anyone could survive such grievous wounds. Anybody could survive such grave wounds, and yet the victim is seen walking away with blood on their hands. Would you like to revise your testimony? No. There was no revising of testimony in the last one.
Hold it!
But the victim may not necessarily have died instantly. I think we can say that much at least. Okay, maybe. Perhaps, but she would surely not have lived for longer than a few moments either. There are people who could survive even if you stab them in the chest? Sure, that might be, and that might not be. So which is it? Trust me, they are not, and in things you're still tempted to believe there might be. No, that didn't fucking give me much anything. Does the coroner's report actually state died instantly? Victim also suffered a head injury post-mortem. Cause of death is a set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest inflicted by a candle holder. What is it trying to tell us?
Hold it!
Cause of death is the set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest inflicted by a candle. Well done for reading, Mr. Edgeworth. That report forms the basis of my own conclusions. In other words, if I disprove what it says, I disprove your conclusions too. You have the strangest sense of humor, but I wouldn't mind seeing you try. However, before you do, I would advise you to read the report very carefully. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, fine. I'll reread it.
Objection!
That's... I fucked up. Why does it keep going on the top? Don't do this to me. Stop scrolling upwards. Ugh, why me? Good God, what happened to Kay? She has amnesia, and we're sad about it. Okay. Press. No. Fuck, wrong button. I'm sorry. Present. Oh my God. Preliminary findings. Place time of death at some time late last night. Cause of death is the set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side, which is correct because she's lying like this, of the body inflicted by a candle holder. Victim also suffered a head injury post-mortem. Other remarks: prominent burn mark on back of victim's right hand. Still wondering what's with the burn, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. We'll find out it's related to the guy's lighter as he tried to burn something. Boom. Wait for it. I'm sure you would change your tune. Why is there no blood on the candelabra? In the photo? Surely there is. It kind of shows it. See how there's like blood right at the end? That's not just like fancy coloring. Spacing matched that of the wound of the victim's chest. But is this really the murder weapon? What else could it be? Unless you stab someone 3 times with a knife. I mean, I definitely, when I first saw this, I was like, oh yeah, they used like the end of the sword over here or something. I mean, I was definitely waiting for there to be like a whole cult circumstance or something. But there's nothing else pointy here. I mean, I guess it could be the broken plushie, but I doubt it. It's a fucking plushie. Cool. There's not much else here that is really pointed. You know what? I'm just gonna press everything. Ruins, that can't have been pleasant. Yes. Which is why we must see that the perpetrator of this cruel act pays for their sins. Yay! Don't listen to her, Kay. She's just trying to scare you. If we could please continue. And we all know what those wounds are from, don't we? Do we?
Hold it!
I do. Perhaps we should ask Mr. Winner. Oh god, that's actually kind of sad. All right, don't mind me. It's a long day. Sorry, I'm trying to tie up my wrist, so I've been like wrapping up my wrist in a bandana, so it's like it kind of like supports my, like it makes sure that my wrist doesn't move around too much. Shit. Don't mind me, guys. Guys, I'm not crazy, I swear. I've never been crazy in my goddamn life, okay? Okay. I've never been crazy in my goddamn life. Sure, they're from when she was stabbed in the chest by, okay, so the photo didn't work, okay. And we're not talking about apparently the whole blood that was found at the bottom here. Maybe the elevator, because that at least implies that the body had to be moved, right? Let's try the elevator.
Objection!
It's pretty obtuse. That's fair. Like, I have to walk through here if I need it. I'm determined to figure this out. I've just started stream. I'm at least supposed to have some of my brain cells intact. Box in which the killer hid the body. Traces of blood were detected inside. Maybe the clothes box would kind of make sense too. Like, there's nothing else that makes logical sense of what it could be. Maybe the end of this pin. I'm just kidding, of course. I do wonder about the head injury. They say post-mortem, but it's hard to believe that it is post-mortem. And then we talked about this and how the blood, there was like, it was found in the right pocket. And they were like, oops, I meant the left pocket. I remember that. Damn it. Since when have any of our brain cells been intact? Since always. What do you mean? We always have our brain cells intact, okay? If we didn't have our brain cells intact, then like, how did I even, or any of us get here? Like right now, how did we get to this exact space and time? Because of brain cells. Guys, I just want to say, I tried to make sticky rice today, and listen, I did it. I just made like way too much of it. Also, the rice wine that kind of gives it its taste is like a little crazy. Tell me, did you survive? Tell me, were you to die? Maybe. Then how did she hit her head? Back! This clearly is a contradiction that is based off pure conflagratingly. I got it by luck. Whenever I travel anywhere, I test my faith by letting Jesus take the wheel, by closing my eyes and picking a random direction to walk. Oh, buddy. Please tell me if you get to like the curb of like a road, you're like, time to change directions, right? I'm Googling it. I always present the raincoat on the third statement. I apparently didn't do that. Okay, cool. No, I presented it to the fourth statement. Fuck no. Why? Why? Worn by the victim whose fingerprints and blood were found on the hood.
Objection!
Okay, wrong piece of evidence. That's fine. It's two different raincoat things, okay? No, it says rain. Red.
Objection!
I must have clicked on the wrong sentence. We're fine. German winner. You know what this is, of course. No, he doesn't.
Oh, red raincoat. That's right, isn't it, Verity?
Yes, sir. The one Miss Ringer was wearing. I warn you, Mr. Edgeworth, you will not be thanked for retreading old ground here.
Well, I'm afraid I might have to regardless. Now then, if you'll answer me this, Judge Gavan. You told us the victim's bloodstains were found on the coat. But do you remember where exactly they were found?
Of course, they were found on the hood and... No.
What's the matter, Verity? The hood and... Was blood found anywhere else on the raincoat?
No, it was not.
Doesn't that strike you as odd? The victim died of stab wounds to the chest. Wouldn't that lead to expect to find bloodstains in that area? And yet, there was blood only on the hood. That's a glaring contradiction if I ever saw one.
You know, in the Vegas sense, sure.
The head wound the victim suffered wasn't just some incidental injury. It was inflicted before the stab wound to her chest.
You think so? Perhaps you are correct. Perhaps the victim did sustain the head injury first. As you said, if she had been stabbed first, there should be blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, Miss Ringer cannot have been stabbed before the head injury had been inflicted on her. But even if we concede this point, that the head injury came before the chest wound. Hi, Tap! Hope you're well. I am! How's the game? We've barely started, so don't worry about it. You haven't missed much. G'day, g'day. Illy Tap. Yeah. Spur wrinkle positivity. Yay. Chat's cute. Now we'll get drinking. Hope you're doing well, Tap. Hope you've gotten some resting in. What difference would it make? How does it change our understanding of the case?
I'd say it changes things a great deal. In fact, it raises an even more fundamental contradiction.
That is quite the bold claim, Mr. Edgeworth. I have to admit you have me intrigued. Oh, shit. Wait, hold up. Let me save.
Which piece of evidence best demonstrates a contradiction the order of the injuries reveals?
What? Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction of the order of the injury reveals? I would say the picture, because, you know, the person has their blood on their hands, which I still think is a signifier that that is actually the criminal. Sorry, I had to say it in that way. I was like, I gotta do this. I also want to say, like, obviously the clothes box is obviously suspicious too still. Just like, had an early start today and have another one tomorrow. No! I say no. Evening is fine. Dara's probably still busy. Fuck, man. Sorry, I'm thinking about this weekend. Just always so much going on. No rest for the wicked, guys. No rest. And we all know that I'm the most wicked of them all. You know how your socks go missing? They're all mine. But someone steals my socks too, so I don't know what's up with that. So I'm wicked? Fuck yeah. We're like totally wicked? Like, oh my god. My socks don't go missing, but they do get holes. You're same! Dude, I hate how much I get holes in my shoes nowadays. Like before, it wasn't a problem, but now it's like a chronic problem because of like the boots that I wear, like because they're like heavy duty boots. They're just constantly wearing away at certain parts of my socks. My poor socks are going to die. And I'm not about it, okay? I need my socks to live. Okay. What? Toe and heel? Yeah, I got the heel. Okay, sorry, I got distracted by the piece of evidence best contradicts the contradiction of the reveal of the image. I'm going to post this one, even if it's incorrect. It's incorrect. Cool. Listen, we knew it was going to be incorrect, so it's okay. Okay, so the order in which things happened. I would still think the clothes box is suspicious as well, but apparently that's not the problem. Blood found in the committee chamber. Was it placed there to hide the existence of the storeroom? Maybe this? Because obviously, like, if we don't know what order the blood was spilt in, then how does the blood get to the chamber below? We're doing great, ladies and gents. How's your original deck's going? Me? Did I tell you about my duck? Did I tell you about how I got a Quaxley? I'm sure I told you. I think that was on Monday. I'm pretty sure I told you about that on Monday. Maybe, I can't remember. I got a second shiny Quaxley, and I was devastated because I've been hunting. I've made exactly 3 eggs. You don't understand. I've got 3 Quaxley eggs just to turn one into Dartrick, the second evolution. Wrong, not Dartrix, God. I got it to evolve into like the second evolution to put into the Pokédex. So I made exactly 3 eggs, and of course one of them ends up being the shiny, and I'm sitting here like, I need shiny Fuecoco and shiny Sprigatito still. Like, why? After hunting for so long, I don't know what to do. I feel like I got another shiny too recently. What was it? I haven't had a lot of time to shiny hunt recently, so it's not going crazy. But on the other hand, like, there's always like things here and there. I caught a shiny Stantler, but I already had one of those, so now I have a second one. But I think that means I can turn it into Weirdeer. Does Weirdeer have a shiny? Store in the server. Gotcha. I did those hunts pretty quick. I think I got 4 of the 9 starter Evos in less than 30 eggs. What? What? How? Taps are god. What? How do I? Okay, wait. I'm scrolling back up as well. God, we talk a lot about Skyrim. I like how everything gaming is probably the most active chat other than... Here it is. When's the outbreak start? On the 9th. That's on a couple of days. This event will run from the 7th. What's the 7th of Feb through onto February 9th? Okay. The shiny outbreaks do not start yet. I think you need to transfer it to Legends to evolve it into a Uedia. Well, yeah, yeah, I can do that. That's fine. That's easy. Okay. Guys, I will finish this game eventually. I always try to dedicate myself to, trying to be as efficient as possible, but we all know that doesn't really happen. Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction of the order of the injuries reveals? Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction? So it has to demonstrate the contradiction of the head wound and the stab wound. What contradicts the order of the injuries revealed? Demonstrates the contradiction, the order of the injuries revealed. So we have found that the order of the injuries could be the other way around, okay? Which was basically like they were hit in the head, then stabbed. So what piece of evidence illustrates that? Well, 1, the blood on the fucking elevator, but that doesn't count. I think I presented this. No, I hadn't presented this one. I presented this one. And this one.
Take that!
Okay, or not. I could be wrong. Need to get 2 shiny Silicobras and a second Ekans before I start the bird hunt. I need to hurry. Wait, are there birds at the moment? Wait, no. Oh, did I get my Ekans? No, my brain was like, did I get shiny? My second shiny? Did I get 2 shiny Ekans? What am I doing? Okay. The box.
Take that!
Fuck my life. I'm so close. Bring it up. Shh. No one talk to me, please. Okay, I'm just supposed to present the coroner's findings. What do you mean? Okay. Hi guys, I disagree with the coroner's findings, so therefore, I will present the coroner's findings. What? This is Dr. Hurt's preliminary findings. I did get the flamingo. I don't know about the other stuff though. Preliminary findings.
I have to look at Pokemon now. According to which, the victim suffered a injury post-mortem.
What the order suggests, suggested by the bloodstains on the raincoat is...
Exactly, the opposite, yes.
Yay. Do I have shiny? Bailiff, this court hereby subpoenas Dr. Hilda Hertz to the committee chamber with all due haste. Until she testifies, this case cannot be brought to a close. Thank you. Do I have... I do... Wait, I have one... Oh, I do have the 2 shiny eggs. Bro, I could not remember getting... I named it Lego Lash. Can you believe it? That does make a lot of sense. That seems like a me thing to do. Oh, that's right! I got Venonat! Okay, I got a shiny Venonat. I knew there was something I got that was cool. Look at that boy. Venonat! Hell yeah. Dude, I like rocked up to the outbreak and I got it like instantly and I was like, shit, what the fuck? Haven't had the time to do all my stuff. I'll go fetch her at once. Everybody here is fucking crazy. In the meantime, there is another important angle I would like to explore. The butthole. Frankly, something has been bothering me about the person at the heart of this case. The so-called ringleader. Who exactly are they?
Yeah, good point. We never looked into that, huh?
Despite having been mentioned repeatedly in this hearing, we still don't know even the most basic facts that might help us uncover their identity. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any thoughts on the matter?
We've seen nothing that might serve as clear evidence of the auctioneer's identity as of yet, but there is someone involved with the case that I can name. I suspect that, at the very least, they might be able to point us in the right direction.
Oh, and that's...
Chairman Winner, I demand that you testify as to what you know.
What? Guy's like, dead. You kidding me? All I have to do is touch her to stop the poison in my boss fight, I mean. What are you doing? What are you playing? Are you talking about The Witcher or something? Ooh, nice. Wanting that one. I have plenty of Venomoths. Right? Dude, I've caught like 3 different Venomoths and I've given them away to people because I'm like, no, not again. I swear, if I find another Venomoth, I'm just gonna be like, because I walk around Area 0 so much. And you know, when you walk around Area 0, you think, maybe I'll get a shiny Girafarig. No, you get a shiny fucking Venonat again. Venomoth. Oh, Piri. I swear these bosses are insane and it's not even endgame. So you're just touching a boss real close. I see you. Are you crazy? Why would you accuse my dad? That's his new voice now. You would cast doubt on the integrity of the chairman of the committee. Yes. I respect it. Do you understand the implications of such an act? Yes, we do. It's almost like humans are fallible.
I don't care who or what he is, we're talking about the truth here. And about a man who seems dead set on framing Kay at all costs. The mask, corsage, ticket stub, everything else. The items Kay was carrying when she was found. They were deliberately placed in her possession somehow. By Chairman Winner himself.
A shocking accusation, and one I find hard to believe, but for the sake of completeness, I must ask, why would he do such a thing?
To cast suspicion on Kay, of course. Why else? I even managed to get him to say something to that effect.
Chairman Winner, your rebuttal, please.
I think the good chairman might be in shock.
So what if I did?
I have 7 shiny Psyducks and 7 shiny Golducks. Damn, you're ducking it up, bro. You really know how to duck. You really know how to duck. Ooh, ooh. Get it? Yeah. Aced it. So funny.
Did you hear me, dear boy? I said, so what if I did? You say you got me to admit it as much, but where is your proof?
Oh, God.
With no witnesses to speak of, your word alone is hardly enough to make an accusation like that stick.
Are you really does you have something more to base your outburst on?
He still has the arrogance he showed back at the detention center, and yet he's a little nervous.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm going to have to ask you to explain yourself. If that's all right, Mr. Chairman.
Not at all. I'm very interested to hear this for myself. I'm intrigued to learn where Miles might have gotten the idea that I'm also some sort of criminal. Because you've never find a more fine and upstanding citizen than myself. Anyway, let me just go burn this evidence over here. Come on, light on fire. Come on. I need to get this on fire. Come on. Sorry. I was busy.
He has a lot of nerve, acting all innocent like that. It could almost be cute. Very well, let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you begin, you start. When you begin, you start with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi.
Aced it. Fucked up.
The fact that the auction took place right here in this hallowed trial chamber is a point of suspicion. A location that should, by rights, only be accessible to members of the committee. Yeah, and they all have keycards to the rooms, after all. And furthermore, these auctions seem to be held on a somewhat regular basis.
Wait, hold up, did Eustace just back me up here? Yeah, they all have keycards to the room after all. This guy's an idiot.
A regular basis. And for that to be possible, there can only be one winning explanation. That's right, Mr. Winner. That the auctioneer is a member of the committee.
God, it's so funny.
What? No.
What on earth is wrong now?
What do I do, Dad? I can't. I played right into his hands. Oh, you did indeed, you utter nitwit. But Miles, my boy, you do realize that you've cast quite the wide net with your explanation.
That's true. There are 11 members of the committee altogether.
Let's get all of them to testify. I hereby testify that I was not here last night. The end. I think I have every duck Pokemon shiny. That's good. You should. I still need shiny Swanna. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what other ducks there can be in the game other than that, but there needs to be a shiny. I need shiny Swanna.
10, given Ms. Ringer's unfortunate passing. 10 potential suspects in total.
Well, it certainly isn't me, and it can't be the chairman, can it? Whoever it is, speak up right now!
Calm down, all of you, please. I'ma set you on fire, well, Miles, is all the proof you've got against me? You're very quiet all of a sudden, but it's too late to back out now. You accused a former chief prosecutor and current committee chairman of a crime.
Alright. Do you? Do I what? Set fire to things? All the time. I'm saying I have a shiny ducklet. I don't have a shiny Swanna. Is that what we're talking about? Burning that evidence so no one ever finds a trace of my crimes. No one's gonna figure out that I secretly murdered her.
But there's no preparing for what you're about to face. But no.
Sorry. Have all the shiny ducks. I don't know how many types of shiny ducks there are. I don't know. I know of 2. So it's probably wrong.
You've been forcing us to argue over every little detail for a while now. The murder happened, the order of the victim's injuries, some other things I hardly even remember. But you needn't have bothered, my boy, because it's all irrelevant in the end. Think about it. The suspect herself has already said she did it. That's all that matters at the end, boy, and her sentence will be lighter for it, so rejoice.
Fuck this guy, am I right? I wish he had an easier voice to say. And there you have it. Feel free to pick holes in it as you see fit.
How can I, when that was barely a testimony to begin with? It was more of an attack, and I don't approve of that.
Oh man, he's a very powerful person, isn't he? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Please, just let it go. I did it. I'm the murderer. I even remember doing it.
You saw a flash of something half-remembered, Kay. Nothing more. If you must believe in something, believe in me.
Oh my god.
Believe me when I say you should believe in your own innocence instead.
But
I'm up against the head of the committee here. This is going to be easy. But he seems to think he's already won. Perhaps I can use that against him.
Hold it!
Ooh, cider, golden chocolate. Porygon lime. Porygon is a duck? Porygon's not a duck. What? It's a polygon. It's not a duck. Okay, I mean, like, I guess it's duck-ish, but it's like, it's not a, it's too squarular and cylindrical to be a duck. Okay, it's more like a space. It's more like outer spacery. A duck? Farfetch'd. I forgot about Farfetch'd. And maybe Magby. Magby is not a duck. Okay, Magby is a snail. Okay, wait, actually, fuck, wait. No, it's not a duck. It can't be a duck. Okay, if anything, it's like a lower evolution of a Yoshi. Okay? Can't be a duck. Duck-shaped. Computer duck. Computer duck! Alright. Duck. Oh, computer duck. But yeah, Magby doesn't count. I don't care what anyone says. I disagree with Magby. But I can concede to Porygon being a duck. It at least looks like a duck, but like it's made to be like weird random shapes and stuff. Like I don't see that as duckish. I just see it as computerish.
I seem to recall the ringleader identity and the faulty coroner's report being critical points of contention.
Yes, I was listening, my boy, but critical is a matter of opinion.
How can you possibly suggest that such fundamental issues are not important? Perhaps it is your ability to make sound judgments that should be on trial here today.
Oh, brave, bold, my young hothead. Wonderfully cutting stuff. You do like to try, though, don't you?
I hate this guy. The beak makes people call the Magby line a duck.
it's not a duck. Surely.
I mean... My wrist is not liking me. That's not a duck. Alright? I said it's a Yoshi, okay? Get it right. It's not a beak. It's just like a mouth protrusion. Okay, maybe Magma looks closer to a duck. Okay? But if anything, like Magma looks more like a duck than Magby. I will concede, but I still don't think it's a duck. Alright? Magmortar looks nothing like a duck. A duck. That's not a duck. It's not a duck. It's its mouth. It just comes out a little bit. And again, the internet calls the legendary beasts dogs, so I should go by what fans think. The legend. Wait. Legendary beasts. Which legendary beasts? If we're gonna discuss this, we need to keep going. Let's just get all of the questions out there, because it's all irrelevant in the end. In the end, nothing really matters to me. The suspect herself has already said she did it. That's all that matters at the end, so her sentence will be lighter for it. Rejoice!
Hold it!
Everything, nothing should matter. We shouldn't go by what fans think. Okay. Listen, I can understand the understanding, but it's a Yoshi, okay? At least Magby. Magby's a Yoshi. The second evolution can be a duck. The third evolution is obviously a pear. Is basically a gun. Okay. Duck. No, sorry, shit. Yoshi into a duck into a gun. Okay. Evolution.
There's no way any of what you've discussed today is irrelevant, not unless you intend to bury the truth.
And I'm not about it. I won't accept such blatant disregard for the facts, okay? I am here to prove one thing and one thing only, and that is the truth! Who did the awful, dastardly deed of murdering somebody, much less this poor woman? The tragedy. The world is so cruel to everyone and ourselves, and maybe the life.
Entei, Suicune, and Raikon are alliance. Leopard and saber-toothed tigers, but some people call them dogs. They're not dogs. Suicune... What? I guess they would all be kind of lion-like, that's fair. I hadn't thought of it that way, but you have a good point.
Hold it!
Just gonna push on everything. Yeah, right. Kay is suffering from amnesia, so any statement she should make should be taken with at least a grain of salt. Exactly!
Huh? You mean me? Is that really what you want, Mr. Edgeworth? If it goes badly, it could significantly weaken your position. I know, but there's no other way. I only request that I be the one to question her.
You really know how to tug at an old man's heartstrings, you know?
You know, they're not, but people call them that. I feel like people call them dogs in terms of like endearment though. Like they don't mean it seriously. They're just like, yo, taking my dogs for a walk, and then it's just Suicune, Entei and Reikao like on a leash.
But fine, ask away on one condition. If this turns out to be a waste of time, that's it.
Oh great.
I'm gonna burn you up with this evidence, and you'll never see the light of day again.
We'll call the proceedings to an end. Then and there. Agreed.
Mean the hearing?
Yes, dear boy, that's right. Perhaps you aren't a complete muddlehead after all. She's officially declared guilty on the spot. Yes, that sounds like a great plan, if I do say so myself.
That's it. You'll just declare her guilty, just like that.
That's the gist of it.
It's a big risk, but he's going to find a way to condemn her either way if we don't do something.
I feel like it's Absol then. It's like a dog with a human face. Absol's like a wolf. Kind of. Or like a, what's Cobalion? It's kind of a lion. Fuck. I should have gotten a shirt to sit on again. I think it's based on wolf. I would say it's wolf-ish. Wolfish. At least.
Okay. Yes? I know it's a lot to ask, but I need you to think. Do you remember anything else about what happened on the day of the murder? Anything that might help us prove your innocence?
Why are you still fighting it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's no use. I can't be of help to you. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to try and remember anymore. What if I remember something even worse? And if I did, I'd just be making more trouble for you. Please, just accept it. The Kay you thought you knew is a dangerous criminal. A criminal who let you down and betrayed your trust.
Don't worry, Kay. You have nothing to be afraid of. I may not have known you for very long, but I know you well enough. And right now, I'd say I know you better than you know yourself.
Sorry, Sons.
You would never commit a crime. You would never, because this is who you really are.
The Yashirasu pin? Presumably?
Take that!
Man, that was a massive degrade bar.
You're the great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw who would never stoop so low as to kill.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Because all I could see is the one memory that returned. I have to face it.
Hold it!
No, the only evidence of your guilt is the confession they forced out of you. As I said earlier, you have to believe that you're better than that. Or are you saying you don't believe a word of what I've been telling you?
Shit, man.
No, it's not that. You're trying so hard to help me, and you're risking so much for me. It's too much. You have to stop. I'm begging you.
Ah, so that's what's going on. I thought it was strange, but now I see. The reason you're allowing yourself to be railroaded into accepting your fate is because of me, isn't it? Which is exactly what the K I know would have done.
You're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not. And I don't plan on becoming one anytime soon.
But you are, Miles. Don't let the world stop you, man.
Because despite all your wishes to the contrary, I'm still trying to help you. And so you see, I've merely been servicing my own ego, regardless of what I put you through. Now, let's try this again. See the good in yourself, Kay. Remember the noble thief you truly are.
You know, you should start singing the line. Miles, you need to sing the line where it's like, deep in the darkest of nights, I see a vision far off in sight, or something. I don't know.
That memory of you committing the murder, you need to question it with all you have. That's all I ask. So please, do it for me. Gay!
What's wrong? Do you remember something?
Oh, like some cliche movie plot if she did.
Cow.
What? Huh?
A cow?
Mr. Edgeworth, if you could perhaps ask her for a few more details.
Well, Kay, what can you tell us about this cow?
I remember now. The person in the red raincoat, she had it in her hand?
This thing? The broken plushie? What the fuck? Why is this relevant? Why is this relevant? I'm exhausted. Edgeworth, when I was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see a marching band. What? Was a plushie involved? Cowlick. I was like, ha! It's Eustace! But no, it's not Eustace. Wow. No, there's actually like evidence of a cow. That was a Black Parade reference. What's Black Parade? Is that an anime or TV show?
A stuffed cow. I can see it so clearly now. Are you sure, Miss Faraday? Are you absolutely certain? Yes, I'm sure.
What does this prove?
Then this court acknowledges the defendant's latest statement as new testimony.
She is so... I love how, like, Gavel is, like, switching slowly to our side and she's trying to take everything Kay say, like, so seriously.
Objection.
What? Have you lost your mind, Verity? We can't accept testimony like this.
With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, information pertaining to the victim and her possession is
new and highly relevant evidence.
Objection.
Need I remind you of the adult state of her memory? No, this simply won't do.
adult. But if we claim her memory is unreliable now, then our own argument is weakened, sir. You said yourself only a few moments ago that Thanks to the victim suspect's confession, we need not worry ourselves over the finer details, did you not? Were we to call the validity of her memories into question, then we must also call into question the confession on which our entire argument is based.
I love her. It's a song by My Chemical Romance. Oh, okay. Well, why is his lighter burning like that? Because he's a bad guy. Is that good enough excuse? I don't know. Is she a good guy being held hostage, or is she just a bitch? She's good. Guys, she's changing to our side. She's seen the light. You need to understand. She saw Miles' conviction, and she is standing by us.
Is that really the most advisable course of action?
She's just got to play two sides.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We're still in the game, but only by the skin of our teeth. Too much butane, leaking everywhere. Probs needs a new lighter. For a second, I thought you were talking about, like, your farts or something. You're like, God, I'm farted so much. There's butane everywhere. Sorry. Okay.
And only thanks to Judge Gavel's intervention.
It's almost as if she was on our side for a second. Yes, Gavel! Woo! Huh? I've never understood that saying. Which one?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, the stuffed animal.
I believe the cow in question is this thing here, Your Honor. We found it in the storeroom, and believe it is yet another auction lot.
Please don't tell me it has a hidden stab knife in it.
Wait, that's...
Do you know something, Gavel? Gavel?
No. It's just not what I imagined.
I suppose it's a rather odd thing for the victim to have been carrying.
Please don't tell me that this is secretly holding a stab weapon. I thought it earlier, but I was like, no, that's fucking stupid. It's a plushie. Why would you put a stab thingy in a plushie?
The right horn seems intact, but I can't say it's doing much for the overall symmetry for the stuffed toy.
Look, Miss Edgeworth, it moves.
It does?
Oh no.
It sounds like sand being crushed.
It would seem there is a recording device inside.
A recording device?
I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Burn? Nothing to say for yourself. I've waited so long for this day, and now I finally have my revenge.
Really? It had a recording device in it?
Could this be the moment of the murder?
Someone made a recording of it? Can someone listen to it again, and we're gonna demonstrate the fact that it's the guy?
Hey, that's them right there. Them's the voices I heard. Sure as eggs is eggs. Sure as eggs is eggs. Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying when these voices were recorded.
Oh, that's right, the voices were masked, so it wouldn't have done much.
It's possible they have nothing to do with the murder, if only there was some accompanying video footage.
You got, the voices. Lily! Hi, Lily! Are you healthier? By the skin of your teeth. Teeth don't have skin. I think it means, like, you know, when you bite skin, right? It's kind of like the skin kind of goes taut. You know what I mean? That's what I think, at least. So when you say by the skin of your teeth, it's like when you're biting down on skin and like it pulls into like a thin and you're only like grabbing onto a small amount. That's what I think. Hi, Lily. I'm better, but still sick. No! Tell it no! Every single time I come here, I see you. Every single time. It's about time you get new cast members. do some casting yesterday. You missed out on it. Then it would be skin on your teeth. That still doesn't make sense. Yeah, it was the skin, by the skin. Not everyone's skin bends like that, Han. What? Skin stretching like that is kind of unusual, apparently. No, this is normal amount of skinage, okay? If you want different amount of skinage, talk to Adara. She was talking about it the other day. She was like, Hannah, can I look at your hand? Can I look at your skin? And I was like, what? And she like came up, she like pulled at it and she was like, elasticy. And like it bounces back nicely. And I'm like, huh? This is like normal, like there's not that much fat on me, guys. I don't know what you want from me. Like when you, Lily, you agree with me, right? I'm just casually like, I'm gonna just chomp onto my arm. Like, oh. Start the vor now. I mean, what? Sorry, you have 2 cast members other than yourself. Your sister and a plushie. Thank you, Lily. And neither of them is paid by you. Okay. They're volunteers, so it's fine. It's not supposed to elastic. What do you mean? What is your skin? Come on. Sorry, what do I agree with? Skin. Do you, like, is your skin like this? This is a good amount of skinage, okay? That it kind of like, you can pick it up, like if you grab a pinch of it and pull it out a little bit, like it's pretty normal for it to like, to look like this. Where's Adara? Okay. Volunteer is a funny way to say unpaid. Tell that to all of America. You got bugs in your ears or something, lady? I done told you, them's the voices I heard. And we already know the victim was holding that thing, right? So it's gotta be from when she got.
Yes, it is a possibility, but a weak one without more than your word to back it up. We need something more, something credible.
We need, yet again, she seems to be stepping in. Help. But not told it's not supposed to stretch that much that way. Well, we already know that there's a good chance I just have hypermobility like Adara. Like, what more do you want from me? I can do it though, so I don't know if it's, I guess, yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm overweight though, but I doubt it. I can do it though. Ha ha! House, please tell me your skin is just as elastic as cecily. Please, we gotta prove this right now. Does your skin stretch, alright? Just from the hand, okay? I would say that's normal. I think it's them that's wrong. I like his skin is like, it's fine. I already told you your theory doesn't make sense. Well, wait, well, I will do skin on teeth, sure. No, we're not talking about that. I'm talking about how stretchy is your skin, okay? I need to know, all right? I need to know how stretchy your skin is, okay? This is important. We're figuring shit out. Skin on teeth. We're talking about the saying where it's like, by the skin of your teeth, okay? And technically they're saying that your teeth doesn't have skin, but I'm saying I think of it as like when you bite down on yourself. Yes, I'm doing this again. And you like grab it out a little bit. That's like by the skin of your teeth. But also, I'm pretty sure your skin, like there's not necessarily by the skin of your teeth. Okay, sure. But there's not exactly like it's not skin necessarily, but there's like plaque and like the outer like edges and stuff like that. Like there's probably some invisible tooth. Who says that? What did I miss? Kind of stretchy? Yeah. Exactly. And that led to Han stretching her skin like elastic. Well, it's not. The further up my arm, the more stretchy it gets. Okay, I don't think mine's that. Mine's kind of clumps together. Like dough or something. Teeth are bone. I was like, why does Lily not know this saying? And I'm realizing you speak a different language. It's probably not a saying in your language. Ouch, I pinched myself. I'm sorry, Lily. I just really wanted to grab that ass. In a respectful manner. As, like, legally. I'd like to legally grab your ass, please. I will sign a document. No problem. I miss you. Okay, it's not supposed to be that stretchy. What? What do you mean? What do you have like a nurse on speed dial? You probably would, but like, where's Adar? Grab me hard. Does that count? Further up my forearm I go, the more stretchy. Oh wait, hold up. I'm Adara. House progressively getting stretchier. Can you imagine? Oh my god. And Judge Gabel, I think we all know the voices are from the moment of the murder. Consider for a moment the words we heard one of the speakers say. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. I believe it's something that could explain what these words are referring to and how it's related. Which piece of evidence proves that the voices are from when the murder occurred? This, surely.
Take that!
The coroner's preliminary findings, how do they prove anything?
Take that!
Think again on the words we heard. This part particularly sticks out in my mind. That burn from me. The victim had a prominent burn mark on the back of her right hand.
And what of it?
According to Kay's testimony, the victim was carrying the stuffed cow toy, and a burn mark, an identifying mark unique to the victim, was mentioned on the recording it captured.
But yeah, my little sister's a nurse. Didn't ring her though. House, a rubber man. Knew it. We have a saying that goes, he shoots sparrows with cannons. Like someone overdoes something. Can I steal that? He shoots sparrows with cannons. Like, oh my god. Who is he? I love that. That's a great saying. You should tell me more. I won't lie, I got 9 episode notes into One Piece and just couldn't keep going. Well, excellent. Guys, you know what you just heard? I never have to watch Star Wars. Excellent. I all knew it would come to fruition. I don't have to watch it. Ever. Ever! I'm free! Okay? It's never going to happen. What the fuck is skinning teeth? I do not look at the teeth of the gift horse, meaning don't criticize when you get a gift. So we say don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So it's close, it's close. Slightly different. I didn't say I gave up. Thank God, Han. Star Wars ruined my childhood. Star Wars killed my cousin. Can you imagine? Sorry. Star Wars. They watched so much Star Wars they went crazy. Okay. I'll be back in a second. With possibly like an incredibly sore arm. Okay, thank you for entertaining me. Thank you. Okay, Adara is just the same as me, so I can't say anything. My name is Luke. Thank God. My name is Luke. Is it though? How do we know your name isn't Daft? Not Daft. Daft. You don't know. To be silent is gold, especially said to loud people. Yeah, so we say silence is golden. It's interesting how it's like similar, but just like the phrasing's like obviously changed around. You caught me. I've been lying about my name to sound cooler. I'm actually Darth and everyone calls me Darth Vader and it's devastating. Because lying is cool. I like the way you say that is like in the lamest way possible. Yeah, lying is cool because you like lie about things until you don't. Like Trump. I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to kill him. Twitch. I love you, but or nah, the phrasing is probs the same. I'm just translating them. I suck at translating. Oh, okay. Honestly though, it'd be a while before I get to 100 episodes. Excellent, excellent, yes. See, Aelin, do you think I would have made a deal like that if I was like imminently ready to just watch all of Star Wars? No. Even if it takes you years and years and years, I'll be happy, happy, happy. I'll be sad that you're not up to date with One Piece, but like, I place my bets on the right horse, of course. Translations are something I struggle with. Well, you know what else I struggle with? Not giving you enough hugs, okay? Here you are, more hugs. Hey, stop doing that. You all know that my brain will give out first. Yeah. It's, well, I shouldn't, I did, for reference, I did not think of it like that. It was more like, it was never that personalized. It was more like, she'll never get to episode 100 again. And then just was like, excellent. I mean, like, if you managed to do it, I would be proud, okay? One Piece is longer than Star Wars. Yes, exactly. I don't want to watch Star Wars. Star Wars will, how do I keep biting the side of my, like fucking lip over and over again? I keep doing it, guys. I'm going insane. And you'll be happy to know that One Piece is on my watch list. At the bottom, but it's there. Thank you, Lily. Anyway, I watched X-Files. Watch Clone Wars. No! I don't care about Star Wars. I wish you would struggle. I mean, I don't want to struggle. And you'll be happy to know that I will continue One Piece after I finish AOT. Where are you up to in AOT? Now that my sister's given me like a synopsis of the entire like TV show, because that was something she did. Where are you up to? Ha! It's just a coincidence. Stuff like that happens all the time, right?
Overruled.
I'm not sure that it does, especially not in this case. The court accepts the recordings may be from the time of the murder. In which case, one of the two voices must belong to the real culprit, and based on the contents of the conversation, it seems likely that it's the one we hear the most. But that still doesn't tell us anything about the killer's true identity. Where's Francisca? Is she still here? Oh no, she's not in this. Due to the voice changes, correct. Unfortunately, unfortunate but unavoidable. Yeah, great. I found a sewing competition show with 10 seasons, so I won't be going to One Piece for a while. Oh my god, what's the TV show? I have to admit, I fucking love Project Runway, okay? It kind of gets shitty after a while, but like I remember during COVID I watched through like the first like 3-ish seasons with mum and I had a great time, okay? It was amazing. It was so much fun. Also, my brain is still scrambled from the bullshittery I learned when we made that deal. I'm sorry. The Great British Suing Bee. It's like the Great British Bake Off, but sewing? Project Runway is so toxic. It is. It is. I like to think the first like couple of seasons were alright, but like after that point I was like, I'm good. I know we watched it so much when we were kids. Not that I really remember much about it at all, but like, life, am I right? I really hope Saturday is kind to us all. Guys, I'm annoyed by how quickly my nails seem to be growing nowadays. B.O.B. Soda da 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 da. Love you, love you, love you. It's on binge, but yeah.
Now that we have made that deal, One Piece feels like work. I mean, for reference, in my head, I did not know you were going to start from the beginning. I was like, well, because in my brain, I was like, you're almost there. Like, you only have to watch like 20 more episodes, and then we get to watch the first episode. I thought you were going to keep going from where you're up to. Probably not even 20 episodes. You're like at the start of Alabaster, aren't you? Start of Alabaster is fun. And like, you've at least watched, like, you've also like solidly watched from like the end of Thriller Bark to... You've watched solidly have watched Thriller Bark, the start of Thriller Bark, through to Fishman Island at this point, so you've already done all that. I don't remember shit, legit relearning stuff.
We are now able to say that the voices Miss Hart heard from those of Miss Ringer and her killer. Just like I done told you there were.
We can say something else too.
Then let's hear it.
Do as you wish.
According to Miss Hart, just before the murder occurred, 2 people came up to the storeroom from the committee chamber on the elevator. The ringleader and one of the auction attendees. It seems this was the point at which money exchanged hands. The murder happened immediately afterward, and the auction carried on after that. All of which points to one key fact.
What does this latest reveal? The ringleader was the killer.
And since the ringleader was the auction's sole auctioneer, then it follows that they cannot be the victim.
Hey, give up.
Not now, Eustace. There's a good boy.
I call me a good boy. And if they weren't the victim, then they can only have been the killer.
A compelling argument, but hardly conclusive.
I remember I went over to my Australian friend's B-Day party and all his sisters were huddled around the TV. My friend and I came up to check it out and someone was getting... what? A show about reshaping bodies using questionable plastic surgery methods? Bro. No, that's crimes. I'll try to watch when I can at least. See how much I retain. No, that's fair. Listen, like, if you just need to, like, skim through it to, like, reactivate your memory, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to, like, watch all of it, like, hard to hard. Hard to hard. Like, I was thinking hardcover to hardcover. You know what I mean?
I'm fully aware of that, Your Honor. I was merely warming up for the main event.
Can you stop with the...
There were certain traces left on the scene that seemed to suggest the ringleader was the killer.
Then please hurry up and show us.
Why? What is it? Save. What is something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer? The mask? Hold up. The box, I guess. They said the box was like tied, was actually like... That's gotta be right? Oh, the outfit? There was something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer.
Take that!
No. Have to be at 6 tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right, because you're going on adventures. Hell yeah. Well, time to go to bed now. It's need to go to bed. Need to go to bed. Go take them meds. Bed. Something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer. Okay, so the magenta flower was obviously torn from this suit, and this suit was switched with the other person.
Take that!
Nope. Okay. I'll take beds now. Good. But I want to vibe until I fall asleep, otherwise brain would shut up like last night. That's okay. Listen, I understand. Just like, obviously yesterday was a lot. I definitely feel like when I have like really long streams, I like go to bed and I like, my brain's like trying to like, is like trying to remember everything that happened. I'm just realizing I'm not just realizing this, I kind of realized this earlier, but she literally has a pattern of like a scale along her sleeve here. That is beautiful. Something that was placed on the scene, the murder scene, that points to the ringleader as having been the killer. That is not the outfit. Letter? Well, I was kind of thinking the letter. But that doesn't hint towards the ringleader being the one who did it. Because the existence yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't seem as obvious. There was something that was placed on the scene. So something that has to be there physically in the scene. The blood? Sorry, guys. I'm sleepy. I'm trying my best.
Take that!
I was right. It was alluding to the blood, guys. I know that may not be obvious, but it was alluding to the blood. It's finally gonna rain in Cali. Yay! Dude, I wish it would rain so much. We had rain like a couple of days ago, but it was not enough. Like, the weather's supposed to, well, I mean, it does say here it's gonna rain Saturday and Sunday, but I find that hard to believe. Weirdly enough, the weather, it's weird, like, I feel like we've finally settled into proper summer weather now. And by that I mean, like, we're having, like, plus 25-degree days, but the weather is at least dropping back down to, like, 16, 18, maybe 19, like, tonight. Like, it's kind of humid at night, but, like, at least the weather's dropping down quite a bit. Alright.
The killer deliberately left a large pool of blood at the foot of the goddess of justice statue. It was due to that blood that we originally thought the murder had happened in this chamber, but it was simply a ruse designed to cover up the blood that had dripped down from the storeroom.
In order to conceal the existence of the underground auction, correct?
Correct. If the culprit had nothing to do with the auction, they would have had no reason to cover up that blood, which further supports the theory that the ringleader and the killer were one and the same.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
And as to the identity of the ringleader, do you have anyone you would like to name?
Yeah, winner. It's you, Judge Gavel.
The auction is always held in this committee chamber, with its storeroom located just overhead. So at the very least, we know the murderous ringleader has some connection to the committee.
This bitch.
And you suspect me, correct?
As the committee's most powerful member, that should hardly be a surprise, right?
Objection!
You're a fine prosecutor, that much I'll give you. But as I think I may have mentioned already, you're also hopelessly naive.
Fuck this guy. Oh boy, do we. I've been playing so much Balatro lately. Hell yeah. What did I miss? We're talking about the weather. We're accusing this guy of the murder in the most roundabout way possible.
You have got nothing, dear boy, have you? No evidence whatsoever. Unless you've got something to share after all.
I accidentally saw it in the walkthrough. Alright. Doesn't change much, it just continues the story. It was Chairman Winner himself who brought up the fact that I suspected him. And he seems confident right from the get-go that he's untouchable. Which means he knows I have nothing.
Oh, well, Miles, my boy, time to pay the piper. I've always wanted to say that. Verity, he's all yours.
Oh, wait. Dang it. I just remember something.
Do you have amnesia too?
Nah, it just came to me. Flash of inspiration, you know how it is. Very well, say your piece.
Objection.
What are you doing, Verity?
Mr. Edgeworth has made it clear that he won't give up until every last lick of hope has been extinguished from his ice cream. So extinguish we must, lest he try to drag us through this excruciating process again in the future. She's so smart. I love her.
Yes, what she said. I don't get it, but it sounded pretty cool. Don't worry, Dad. I'll help Gavel bring this to a winning finish. We'll show them how wrong they are. Fine. Let's see what the witness has to say.
You heard the chairman, Mr. Hart, if you would be so kind. Well, alright then, here goes none.
The facts, Ms. Hart. Nothing but the facts, please.
Don't you worry your pretty little head on that front. I'm a journalist, where truth's my middle name.
Calling me officially worried.
So the ringleader's the killer, right? Which makes the victim one of them auction goers? Presumably. Thing is, that don't add up. I counted 11 people coming down that hatch, see? Then the murder happened, and then the auction started back up again. Now, I had me a look back downstairs right after that.
No.
And when you know it, there were 11 little duckies all lined up in a row again.
How?
And you're sure of this, Miss Hart? Sure as sure can be, your gavelship. Gavelship. Saw with my own two peepers.
So, 11 before the murder, and 11 again right after, which after means wait. That's a thingy. A contradiction Eustace do try to keep up.
Ms. Hart, did nothing really change at all?
I done told you already, they carried right on again like nothing ever happened. Oh, except for, it wasn't up much, but...
What is this?
That little old mallet dude, Dad. Can't have yourself in action with that one. What? Kinda like the one Missy over there got. But different. The auctioneer's hammer. That's the bunny.
What am I reading?
I got Ashley into Balatro. I feel like, didn't you do that like weeks ago? She has been playing tons of Balatro, I feel like the last like 2 weeks. Hasn't she? I done heard that thing banging and clanging right the way through, then nothing, just like that.
So the noise of the hammer stopped midway through. Could have something to do with the murder.
So that means that the hammer went missing.
But if what Miss Hart is telling us is true, we have something of a problem. Namely, that if the victim is neither the auctioneer nor one of the attendees, your entire theory cannot stand, Mr. Edgeworth.
Joker, one for justice. Eat that, Edgeworth.
See, Mr. Edgeworth, there's really nothing we could do.
No, there must be something we're overlooking. Something we still don't have an explanation for. I just need to think. If I can't, Kay is...
Alright, kids, do we finally have our answers now? If so, then I expect you to make good on
your promises.
One moment, sir. I worry that it might still be a little early to pass judgment. After all, we have one more matter yet to resolve. And until we do, we cannot claim complete and total victory over Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes. What is Bellatrix? Why is she dressed like a ringleader then the fuck?
No, so the
Okay. This person. She's dressed up like the ringleader because they switched outfits, okay? She was originally, so there's this coat and they're like, oh, the victim wore it because it has their blood on it. When in reality, kind of like in this photo, they were probably knocked unconscious with the hoodie still on, okay? And then killed them, switched their outfits around. Then this picture was taken as they were leaving, having stolen the coat. And then obviously she ended up looking like this. Oh. And then the guy saw Kay. And then the guy saw Kay, grabbed different pieces of evidence, and thrusted it on Kay in order to make Kay look like she did the crime.
Is that not so, Mr. Edgeworth? Frankly, I expected you to have raised your voice by now. Aloud, hold it, perhaps?
Yes, of course. Once again, she has rescued us from the jaws of defeat.
Very well, let's get this over with, shall we? What is the one matter still remains?
A contradiction in the coroner's report, sir.
That's...
I'm back with the witnesses, Your Honor. Yay! More voices! Yay! What's all this about? Why'd you call us back down here?
Someone suddenly fall ill? I'll have a compress ready in 2 shakes of a...
This better be good. Did someone else drop dead? Well, then I soon wish that. Really, really fun with jokers. They get bonuses and shapes. Bellatrix is poker, but roguelike. Your run, opportunities to change your cards, transform them, destroy them. Ever played poker? Poker's kind of fun, actually. I like poker. Like, just knowing how to play it. Basically, in poker, you have, like, different hands, okay? Multiple different hands. This music's jazzing. I'm distracted by the music now. You have several different hands, and all of the different hands have, like, a different, like, amount of points, effectively. And if you're, like, around a table, you need to have the hand with the most points. So, for example, you could have I wish I had a deck of cards. If you had 2 9s, okay, that is a pair. Cool, that might be, like, 30 points, okay? But if someone has 3 9s, then obviously that's more, okay? So if someone else has 3 9s in comparison to your 2 9s, then you lose and they win, okay? But then you might have something like, you might have a 4 of a kind, which is, you might have 4 9s. But then if someone has 4 10s, then 4 10s is more than the 4 9s, so the person with 4 10s wins. Even though you have, like, you both have 4 of a kind, then it's the one that's higher in value. I know I'm not here to teach you poker tonight, but just bear with me here, okay? Anyway, and then, like, the typical line that you've probably heard from, like, TV show and stuff like that is a royal flush. And a royal flush is where you have, I think it has to be all in the same suit as well, maybe. I'm trying to remember if it's all of the same suit, but a royal flush is like an ace, king, queen, jack, 10, all of the same suit, because it's like you literally got the ace through to the 10 in a row. Because there's also like a flush, which might be like a row. So yeah, like there's like a regular flush, which means you might have like a king, a queen, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. Okay, that's a flush, that's nice, but they may not be of like the same, suit. It may not, and that might lower how much it costs quote unquote, and then a royal flush is like the best thing you can get. Aced it. I'll let her play poker because YouTube keeps showing me poker shorts. Lol. Whose hand? All of the hands. Haven't you heard any like poker terminology in like any game or like TV show or anything? Second rarest hand is royal flush. First rarest is any hand that would help you win. I'm gonna do some last minute chores and then hit the hay for class tomorrow. Hope you get to play the Wilds beta at some point, Han. Thanks, House. If anything, there's always room in my party. Okay, night. Good to know. Thanks, House. Take care. I'm so tempted to just play it in my spare time, but we'll see. High card or Mo card? What's the Mo card? Yeah, vague terms, but never played it. Okay, okay. Basically, all you need to know is the more high numbers are good. Yeah, let's go with that. High numbers are good. Flush 5 of kind though. You can have a flush that's 5 of a kind. Okay, like you have all 5 like 5s. And that's like better than a 4 of a kind, even if it's like a 10 4 of a kind. Something like that. Anyway.
Miss Needler, thank you for coming on such short notice. Let me assure you this won't take long.
Quit trying to bum me up and cut to the chase, will ya?
Ha ha ha, of course. We summoned you to confirm something.
What is Judge Glenn up to?
Miss Dr. Hertz, this court asks you to provide an unabridged truth regarding the following. Do you stand by your preliminary findings? Can you vouch for their complete and total accuracy?
Whoever doesn't make mistakes, ever!
That's strange.
Huh? What do you mean?
In the course of this trial, an error was indeed found in her report. And so I ask again for the truth, Dr. Hertz. Did you alter, tamper with, or in any way falsify your findings?
That's awful. How can you say that?
What are you asking me for? Why the heck would I want to do that?
To help the true culprit, of course.
As if I know anything about that. I just know I didn't do nothing and of the sort.
Then that seems doubly strange. What other explanation could there be for the discrepancy in your report? Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might have any thoughts on the matter.
Sorry, what are my thoughts supposed to be?
It's not like you to be coy, I must say.
Why does she keep taking charge and helping me? I still don't know what she's trying to do, but I'll happily take what I can get. If everything was recorded accurately, then handed off to Mr. Winner according to protocol, then the report shouldn't contain any mistakes. Wait. For the record, I don't know anything to the report. I guess we'll see, won't we? Dr. Hertz, perhaps we could begin with your side of the story.
Honey, need to. This is pointless.
I'll be the judge of what's pointless. Thank you very much.
Flush 5 hearts. Polychrome glass 2 with a red seal. While I make bad jokes, read from several blueprints and a bunch of bloodstones in my pocket to cash out for $5. Hi, Lily. You're doing great. Hi, Ultra. Hope you're having a good day.
Patients waiting back at the hospital. But yeah, really don't have time for this.
Won't you please help us? I can't stress how important this is.
Grandma says she'll testify, but could you please make it quick? If we're not back soon, people will suffer.
And yet you have no qualms about taking your time and buying cotton candy the last time we saw you. We'll let you go as soon as we can, I promise. Assuming you tell us the truth, that is.
Man. I'm not addicted. I know you're not. It's okay.
There's no way there's a mistake in Grandma's report. Not never.
I done been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, Sonny Jim. Me and writing something wrong is about as likely as ouch. And what the heck do you think I'll stand a game by doctoring a file? Well, don't make a lick of sense. And that's all she has to say. Nothing funky here.
Just as I thought, there's no chance the good doctor doctored her findings.
And you swear by the holy goddess that this testimony is true. Of course, I'm never told a lie in her.
Your opinions are not necessary, Nurse Needler. Your grandmother is the subject of this inquiry, not you.
Not necessary. It's not fair. I'm the only ally poor grandma has.
Go ahead and shout objection left and right, but you best be prepared then, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor.
Oh, I'm more than prepared. I'm ready to expose the truth behind the error in this report.
They didn't even say anything important. Save.
What if I brought cards made from steel though, while putting red seals on them, and then travel to Britain to find a baron, and then give them several blueprints of something, and then play a single card to cash out for $5?
Why doesn't anyone just hand her the report to let her confirm? Because that would doctor her memory, doesn't it? Like, listen, so there's a very good chance here she'll be like, I remember this is what I wrote down, okay? And then, if everyone's like, hang on, that's not what we have in this writing, in this thing here. Like, by just looking at the piece of paper, like, that she could just look at it and be like, yep, good. But if we test her memory, it might be different. We can't trust her to be innocent, I guess.
Hold it!
I think the minister put this raincoat on after sustaining a head injury.
And yet there was
not a single drop of her blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, she must have been hit in the head before she was stabbed in the chest, making it pre-mortem.
Oh, that's... ouch.
I don't need you to teach me how to suck eggs, young man. My damn report already says that. What you just said, don't it?
Objection!
Your report states the head injury appears to have been sustained post-mortem, which is the exact opposite of what I just said.
Oh. Sure. I diligently dictated that report to Florence here, and she wrote it all down just like I said it. If something happened to that after, it's got nothing to do with me.
You dictated it. If you could please tell me more.
I diligently dictated that, reported nothing.
Hold it!
Just so we're on the same page, what were your conclusions regarding the body?
Well, like I said, sorry, it was,
Death from a good hard knock to the noggin.
And can you say for certain that when that knock happened, Dr. Hertz? Pre-mortem,
of course. Chest wound happened after the poor girl died. I told Florence that, and she wrote it right down. So that's what it said in my damn report.
That's maybe what you told her, but I think we're finally getting to the truth.
Okay. This is hot. Should I change my name now? Brainstorm. To wait. Q-Dev of Belacher. Put it in his will that his games can never be sold to any casino or people named Lily. Should I change my name now? Change it to Eleanor.
Objection!
Okay.
Dr. Hertz, I'd like you to take a look at the report for yourself.
oh, I'll read it soon.
This ain't what I said. This ain't what I said at all.
What? What do you mean exactly?
I don't know. But I can't say that. Miss Needler, if you are attempting to bury Dr. Hurst's truth, I will gladly hear her confession myself on behalf of the Goddess of Justice.
Dr. Hurst seems to be telling Judge Gabelle something in private.
What? I see. Very well, allow me to relate to everyone what you have just told me. Ain't no doubt about what I said. I dictated my findings to Florence, just as I told you I did. The fuddle-headed young thing must have wrote it down wrong or something.
That was a great impression.
I didn't do an impression, but that's fine.
Yes, but was it really necessary? So in summary, there is an error in the report, and it was all because of you, Nurse Needler.
I definitely felt like these, I'm not saying, like, I don't think either of them had a massive amount to do with the crime, but it was odd that you suddenly had these characters involved in the storyline. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna have some importance.
The true facts have now been shown to be that the head injury occurred prior to the chest wound. The question now, Ms. Needler, is why did you introduce such an error?
Just a minute, Verity. You make it sound as if the poor thing did it deliberately. Whereas it seems to me she just made a little mistake. Pre-mortem, post-mortem, they're practically the same word, don't you think?
Except they mean two completely opposite things. This was deliberate, no doubt about it.
Should slap your granny. Eleanor. Who? Eleanor!
Why would she want to change it? Exactly, thanks. Okay,
You won't get away that easy. Explain yourself, young lady.
But Grandma, I...
You submitted a falsified report and then acted that an actor that led to Kay being accused of murder. You owe us an explanation.
I can't tell you.
Not don't want to, but can't.
This really is rather unpleasant, don't you think? Ganging up on this poor, considerate girl who's only looking after her grandmother. She has nothing to do with anything. She simply made one tiny mistake, so why not leave it there?
Objection!
Yay. Oh my god.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Because the only weapon her testimony would hurt is you.
Newton, what on earth do you mean, my boy? Seeing as you're now a de facto ex-prosecutor, you're going to need to explain yourself better than that.
I'd be happy to. I'll even spell it out for you. Nurse Needler's role in the crime was very important because she's a real murderer, she is a co-conspirator. Surely. Nurse Needler doctored the report in order to cover for her accomplice.
Hey,
Oh, so she's a co-conspirator, this innocent young thing. Do share your grounds for making such a wild accusation, dear boy.
Murder couldn't have been committed by one person working on their own.
It was just to doctor the report, wasn't it? Move the body, maintain the attendee numbers. That's not important.
The murderer couldn't have falsified the report on their own.
might have made things harder, sure.
I feel like that's a pretty weak reason to think there was someone else involved. What? That wasn't the right answer? Okay, hold up. Let me save. Thinking back over everything from around the time of the murder, the fact that the victim was one of the attendees contradicts a certain person's testimony. The fact that the victim was one of the attendees contradicts a certain person's testimony. So what, maintain the numbers? Really?
If the auctioneer was the murderer and the victim was one of the attendees, the fact that a witness testified to there being 11 attendees, even after the murder, doesn't make sense.
Hey, watch it. Y'all gotta call my good word into question now, too.
That's not what I meant. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm taking you at your word, which means there must be a co-conspirator.
I know it's hard, my boy, but sometimes you just have to accept that you're wrong.
Objection!
Lillian, Elaine, I sleep now. Good night. Good night, Lily. I love you. Sleep well. Pretty girl.
I wasn't wrong, I just hadn't considered the possibility of the killer having an accomplice. But as soon as we do, things start to fall into place.
It does explain why Needler specifically finds Kay and kind of steers her in the direction of Miles, almost knowing that he's going to be soon not respected.
If the killer's accomplice returned to the auction room in the place of the victim, there would indeed have been 11 attendees both before and after the murder. I don't imagine that Nurse Needler looks strikingly different from the victim in build and stature. With the help of a mask, she could very easily have replaced Ms. Ringer without anybody noticing. Well, Nurse Needler, is that what happened? Did you take the victim's place at the auction?
I wouldn't do something like that.
Now tell us, the ringleader, who were they?
I can't tell you. Just can't. And her grandma, too. Ouch. But Grandma...
Don't you worry about me. I can take it. You just tell me everything, child.
But...
Grandma! Hey, stop hurting her. No! Her hair!
So I was right. She was accomplice.
Miss Needler, why? Well, Miss Needler, can you explain yourself?
Hair's back to normal, thank God.
Yes. Huh? Oh, thank you, Grandma, but I'm alright now. I confess I changed places with Miss Ringer.
And so you meant you were working with the ringleader?
Yeah, I was helping them. I don't know how, but they found out Miss Ringer was going to attack them.
The culprit was going to be attacked by the victim.
It seemed pretty sure it was going to happen that night, so they made a counterplan. I was told to go to the store room before the auction began and wait there.
Now hold on right there, Missy. I didn't see nothing. My eyes don't lie. If you'd been there before the auction, I would have bumped right into you. I was there the whole way through, and you weren't there for a bit of it.
But I'm not lying.
Oh, that's easy for you to say, but you were lying about altering that report only a few minutes ago.
Objection!
I think we're all well aware of the number of potential hiding places in that storeroom.
Are we? Where exactly are you trying to say our friend, the nurse, was hiding,
This thing, right? It explains why it was like tied up really fast. Like this was tied up. This makes the most sense. Because there's nothing else it could be that would hold a body.
She hid inside the clothes box.
Yeah. Oh, she did she?
Huh? Well, it was there the whole time, even before I mosey on in. But like I done told you, it had all them chains around it. Wanted to hide in there myself, really, but it was locked up tight, so I had to go elsewhere.
I imagine that's because Nurse Needler was already lying in there by the time you arrived.
That's right. We didn't want anybody to open it or would have really blown our cover. So the ringleader told me to climb in and wait until it was time for my part of the plan.
What, they just left you there in there? Not knowing if they'd ever let you out?
And then they wrapped the whole box up in chains. They could have left you there to die. Are you aware of that? I think they took the elevator downstairs not so long after. It was just before the auction was due to start.
So that as the auction was beginning, you and Ms. Hart would have been the only people in the storeroom.
Yeah, I think so.
The auction proceeded as it always did, until a certain customer came upstairs to complete her purchase. That was when the incident occurred. Ms. Hart overheard the victim and the culprit exchanging words around them.
You betcha. I was behind the statue there shaking like a dang leaf the whole time.
In the middle of their quarrel, Ms. Ringer was killed by the auctioneer. I imagine the auctioneer then carried Ms. Ringer's body over to the clothes box, from which Nurse Needler emerged and swapped places with the victim. After placing Ms. Ringer's body inside the box, Nurse Needler's role now was to pretend to be Ms. Ringer. The two of them returned to the room below as if nothing had happened. Which means she really was just like she was knocked unconscious for at least a good amount of time. Does that about sum up what happened in the storeroom, Nurse Needler?
Yes, in fact, it's exactly what happened.
Sprinkle positivity. Hold up, so you just waltzed right back in on and nobody noticed? This is two completely different people we're talking about. You're telling me not one of the other folks down there at the auction cottoned on?
Why would they? The other auctioneer goes had no reason to notice.
She was using the victim's name, she was imitating the victim. Technically this line is right? I don't know. Close.
As we've seen, Ms. Ringer and Nurse Needler are about the same build. What's more, the auction rules required attendees to wear their masks at all times. If Nurse Needler was wearing the same clothes as Ms. Ringer, nobody would have been any the wiser.
No, and they would. I borrowed Miss Ringer's clothes and ouch!
And left a poor child in her smalls. Have you no respect, girl?
No, Grandma, I thought the same thing. It wouldn't be nice to leave her like that. So when the ringleader wasn't looking, I put that raincoat on her.
And so that's how Ms. Ringer came to be wearing it. Thus, the auction was able to carry on as before.
Guess that part where I caught the red coat on film came just after. Yeah, it must be. Then it all makes sense. Right after that was when I went on over and looked downstairs through the gap in the elevator. Spotted me 11 happy little auction goers, then back I snuck to my little hidey hole.
Don't tell me you were hiding back there the entire time after that.
Well, that is, not exactly.
What is it? Did something happen?
So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few weeks after that. Well, passed out, unconscious, you might say.
What? What happened?
Oh, not much, Kinda silly, really, but, there was a sudden loud noise and startled me just a little bit, you know. Alright, maybe more than a little, but I just witnessed a murder. Can't blame a girl for getting jumpy. Guess that got my heart shook, my head faint. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. By the time I came to, it was the next dang day, and then y'all were clanking down that ladder. Oh, great.
I see. So you were startled by a loud noise and fell unconscious. I suppose that means you don't know what happened after that.
Not per se, but, well, after the auction was over, all the masks were back on the rack. So I reckon the guests done finished up and filed out one by one like they were supposed to.
Nurse Needler, once the auction had restarted, what exactly were you doing?
I was pretending to be Miss Ringer, placing bids, just as the ringleader wanted. I had to win the clothes box as I'd been instructed. There'd been a dead body inside after all. Imagine if someone else had won it. Would have been in real trouble then.
And so you have no idea that the victim had vacated the box in the meantime?
No, not until we came back up so I could pay for it. That was when we noticed. The ringleader told me to go look for her right away. Except I found some other girl collapsed at the foot of the ladder instead.
Okay.
Hold up, so someone in a red... They did attack them. Wait, but then how come Kay has a memory of seeing the other person having the other person collapse in front of them? What is happening? I'm lost.
Yeah, she must have fallen from up on the roof and been knocked unconscious.
Guess the victim must have left that hatch wide open, huh?
That would explain it. Kay would have been so shocked by seeing Miss Ringer fall motionless right in front of her that she wouldn't have seen the open hatch and fallen right into it. That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Ms. Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor.
So they just had 3 unconscious people without knowing it. Right. Yeah, I suppose. Can't believe something like that don't knock me out for so long, though.
And so in summary, by the time Ms. Needler found Kay, you were already sound asleep behind the statue. I think we've got a good grasp on what occurred up there at this point. Now, Nurse Needler, if you would continue.
Sure. So I found Kay, and next I found Ms. Ringer, and I put them both in the clothes box. We couldn't risk any of the auction goers seeing them. That would have caused a real hullabaloo.
Was that your idea of the ringleaders?
Theirs. But putting the raincoat on Ms. Ringer was my own idea, so I tried to get rid of it before they found out what I'd done.
I imagine they were none too pleased when it showed up as a surprise piece of evidence in this case.
And lastly, the ringleader and I put her in an auctioneer's outfit we'd prepared.
Of course, which completed the deception and made everyone think she was the auctioneer.
Oh no, the auction finished up without anybody noticing, and that was that.
Now we know the extent of your crimes, Nurse Needler. If you have anything further to share, I'd advise you to do so immediately.
I wish I could tell you more, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. Except for one other thing. It did seem a little strange, I guess, when I was borrowing Ms. Ringer's clothes. I took everything I could, but I couldn't take her hair, obviously, so, You're dang right you couldn't take her hair. What kind of medical professional are you?
That's where you draw the line, so taking her clothes was okay.
Her hair was totally different. Style, length, everything. I kinda panicked. The ringleader thought of everything, including wigs. 2 of them, in fact. Huh? It was a straight one, and a wavy one.
What?
They were both stashed in the clothes box. Hold up. I'm just looking at the characters.
2 wigs, but why?
Right? I wondered that too. I thought maybe they were worried she might have changed up her hairstyle. Anyway, I took the straight one. It was the one that matched her hair on the day.
Leaving a wavy wig in the box.
Did we find a wavy wig in the box though? I don't think so.
And that's everything you know. There's nothing else you're forgetting.
No? Huh? No, really, Grandma, that's everything.
No, I take it you really have no idea who the ringleader might be.
Sorry, I really know they were in the charge of the auction. I didn't see them without their masks on. And they were pretty careful to keep their identity a secret from everyone.
If I can't get something concrete on them...
Oh, ho, 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 Miles, wait, about done. You've proven the nurse was part of the murder plot, but sadly for you it doesn't change a whole lot. Because it does nothing to prove that Kay Faraday isn't the ringleader.
Why is this all so long?
It just keeps going.
Oh my god.
We can't change the law even for your sake.
I just want to say, we still have another part of this story to go through.
Am I not going to be able to save Kay?
Objection!
Huh? Yes, my girl!
Franziska, what are you doing here?
As I told you before, Miles Edgeworth, where the case leads, I follow. Your dedication is an inspiration to us all. But don't go getting the wrong idea, little brother. I'm only here to deliver the truth regarding the suspect. I'm certainly not here to forgive you for abandoning the way of the prosecutor.
I understand that.
You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kate Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information.
Are you talking about Kate?
Detective Gumshoe did that?
Prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth, for the final piece of the puzzle. Rosie Bringer's head wound was the first of the injuries she suffered, not the second.
Oof. Girl, little behind.
Well, someone say something. Yes, there's no easy way to say this, Francesca, but we already proved that ourselves.
You what?
Yes, just a few mixes ago. Oh, okay.
Well, why didn't you say so sooner?
You didn't exactly give us a chance.
And I suppose you know the murder weapon too?
No, not yet.
Ha, good. Then listen up. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt object bearing a circular surface. The wound on the chests were actually inflicted post-mortem.
Circular surface.
Objection.
And you're certain of that, I assume? Your sources are above board.
2 trusted medical professionals reached the same conclusion independently. You couldn't ask for more.
Objection.
That's certainly good to know. Unfortunately, you're overstepping the bounds of...
Of what? I am the prosecutor in charge of Interpol's investigation into the underground auction, and this murder occurred during that auction. It would be negligent of me not to pursue leads pertaining to related parties, especially the victim.
My, really become quite the force to be reckoned with, haven't you, my dear?
Then all parties are in agreement the victim died from a blow to the head.
Really? I'm kind of surprised because that's like, that's a good hit, you know.
Sadly, the murder weapon itself has yet to be identified.
Based on the shape, I might have an idea or two.
But guys, I didn't turn up any other weapon during my investigation.
And yet, one need only think about the setting and an auctioneer's tools, and the answer becomes obvious.
The gavel. Not gavels. A judge's hammer. Isn't that the same thing as an auctioneer's hammer? Like that's kind of the same thing, right? I'm just gonna save just in case. Whip him until he begs for mercy. Hold up, calm down. Oh, Francisco, we love you. Wavy wig, you didn't find maybe his dad isn't really his dad? Oh shit, that would make sense. Like he put it on to make it look like he wasn't his dad. Mate, but his hair is just so long, you know? It could be an interesting question though, if his dad's not his dad. Someone impersonating his dad. That would be crazy. I don't know, that's a lot of hair. Hard to know. I'll say auctioneer's hammer.
What would an auctioneer have readily at hand? An auctioneer hammer, of course.
We never found one of those. If the auctioneer was indeed the killer, it does seem a likely candidate for the murder weapon. But without the evidence to support your theory, it remains nothing more than that.
Oh, I have just the evidence you need right here.
What? That the auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon.
What?
Wait, hold up. The raincoat has the bloodstain on it. Blunt force trauma from an object with a circular striking circumference. I would say that's the evidence, right?
Take that.
Okay, it wasn't that. For some weird reason, it wasn't that. This game is so weird. This piece of evidence strongly suggests that the auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon, and it wasn't the autopsy report. Unless I just accidentally submitted the— What? Pokemon Coliseum game. It's pretty good. This piece of evidence strongly suggests that the auctioneer's hammer was the murder weapon. K forgetting everything. This makes the most sense. I know I already did it, but I'm like, I'm in denial. Okay, I had to do it one more time. I'm just properly making sure I've done it twice now so I can move on rather than thinking, mate. Maybe the fact that his hand is covered in blood. But no, this is now proven to be a picture of the victim before they went upstairs and then collapsed in front of Kay. And then Kay fell down, which is so funny. It's a kind of sad way to go. I don't think they'll make a remake. They've already got like the Switch elements that lets you replay it anyways. So there's not really any point in remaking it. She said she didn't hear it afterwards. Oh, right. I forgot that they updated it. Auctioneer continued even after Ringer's murder, but the sound of Auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. Yeah, okay.
Take that!
Ms. Hart told us something very important about the auction after the murder occurred. She said the very prominent sound of the auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. Now why would that be? I'll tell you why. Because it had just been used in a murder and was covered in the victim's blood. It would need to be disposed of. Isn't that right? Chairman Winner.
I'll have our people look into it right away.
Oh ho ho ho! Really are like a dog with a bone, aren't you, dear boy? But if you can't dedicate yourself to a cause when you're young, when can you?
He seems very confident we'll never find it.
Maybe he ate it.
Very well. A search for the murder weapon will be conducted. In the meantime, this court is in recess.
Fucking finally, man. What the hell? Why did that take so long? That was like all of stream. Actually sad. Okay, part 2. Let's go. Let's hope this part is shorter. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not even taller. Ugh. I need to sit on something. Hold on. I'll find something, guys. Sorry, like my chair is like, it's like one of those things where it's like the chair's leather and your legs stick to it and stuff. Hell yeah. Shirts exist though. Shirts exist to sit on. I really need a new chair. I can't decide whether I want to ask my dad for like a bookshelf. I want to get a new bookshelf because I'm running out of space for books and all my little random doodangies. But I also don't know about
But I also kind of want a chair. I don't know.
Or remake that already happened.
Alright. Hey, look at all these humans! Rocking it. Praise time to orb.
Night, take care. Have a good night, Older. Sleep well. Books?
Yeah, I have a lot of books. There's a lot of books. A lot of plushies. Need to find places for things.
Silence in the courtroom, please. Ms. Von Karma, if you would be so kind as to update us on the progress of the search.
It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building has been searched from top to bottom, and no auctioneer hammer was found anywhere.
That is bad news indeed. Then, we have no choice but to move ahead with the verdict.
How do we know this guy's not hiding it in his beard or something?
Such a terrible shame. I suppose a fool would have left the murder weapon behind. Certainly not what I'd expect from a first-rate criminal mind.
No, there's just not enough work with. There's not enough to work with here. I can't carry us any further on my own. Come on, Kay, remember something.
Yes, it really is a tragedy, but life is such as life, I suppose. I was just thinking back over the defendants I've made plea deals with over the years. People who poured their hearts out to me, who trusted me with every detail of their crime. And then when it came to their sentencing, I recommended life in prison every time.
Wow, fuck this guy.
Every single one.
This guy's as bad as fucking Von Karma.
Oh, if only you could see them, the stupid, dumbfounded looks on their faces.
Man, fuck this guy.
The verdict will now be passed. All present will accept the goddess's words as law.
There's nothing more I can do. Kay and I are both...
If only we had some proof.
I never imagined I'd be passing judgment on you under such circumstances.
The end of the road, huh? Come on, Lotta.
By the power vested in me, Excelsius winner, this court hereby indicts you for your crimes.
Let's fucking go! Let's go! Okay! Yes! I love her. I told you! I told you. Bless this woman. Best fucking shit ever. What? Fucking love her.
What on earth is going on with you, Verity?
I submit for the court's consideration the case file of a certain incident.
Oh my god, I love that she's now on our side. Let's go!
Namely, the AEST incident, a murder that took place 18 years ago.
What? Wait, why? What does that file have to do with... Wait, you mean... Your late night visit to the chamber, that was to...
Precisely. I came here to retrieve these documents. Though sadly it would seem that I arrived too early to catch the auction itself. When we spoke of the matter before, I implied that I had come to retrieve files pertaining to your own case.
I love her. Still a bitch. Nah, she's great. I love her.
You'll have to forgive me. That was a ruse to buy myself more time.
What the heck are you doing, Giver? You can't just accuse my dad. Without proper grounds, it's defamation. Defamation.
An excellent observation, Eustace.
Huh? Is it?
And of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation.
Really?
18 years ago, Mr. Manfred von Karma had some details about the victim's body fabricated.
Details he was forced to fabricate when sculptor Artie Frost's body went missing.
My Papa fabricating information? What is the meaning of this? Ian Seidman, the detective originally assigned to the case, did in fact report the body had gone missing. However, it seems that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. von Karma and deliberately withheld information in order to bring him down a few pegs.
What? This individual refuses to allow anyone to go against their wishes or to challenge their power.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. What were you insinuating there? Ian Seidman, the detective originally assigned to the case, did in fact report the body had gone missing. However, it seems a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. Von Karma and deliberately withheld the information in order to bring him down a few pegs. Oh shit! So that's right. So a detective said, "Hey, the body's missing, by the way," and Winner at the time was like, "Lol, fuck Von Karma. I'm not gonna tell him." And then Von Karma was the one who ended up taking on the case and felt like a fool when they didn't have a body, and that influenced him to then fake the body. Okay. There's a little nuanced there.
And they're known to go to extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. In fact, they even ordered Dr. Hertz to create a fake autopsy report for the IS-7 incident.
What? She was responsible for the fake report. This is not how I expected these two cases to connect.
Wait, you have to understand, Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what she said. She didn't have any choice.
Ew.
The person in question was the chief prosecutor at the time.
Bitch Miggy, let's go.
The chief prosecutor 18 years ago? No. The man who gave Papa the first penalty of his career.
Well,
Excelsius Winner, it was you.
we love. She finally had enough to get something on him. Hell yeah. Well, he was a bitch. Didn't say she still was. Nah, she was fine. A Winner had dirt on everyone. Admittedly, an understandable sentiment. Sentiment. I'm saying sediment. The penalty that caused Gregory Edgeworth to be shot. Oh god, no! Man, fuck this guy. So basically, all because this one guy wanted to be petty as fuck. Cause, oh god, okay.
Objection!
What are you talking about? My dad would never do something like that.
I should be doing that voice for him the entire time.
I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here.
I love her.
Well, Chairman Winner, do you have anything to say for yourself?
All that nonsense with the body, that was Manfred's doing, such a willful boy. And the fake autopsy report, Hilda, how could you? I can't believe you naughty kids would do such dishonest things behind my back.
Hold it!
Pardon.
We could just ask her why she did it. She is standing right over there, after all. Wait, Grandma got she out. Grandma, I'm sorry. I knew that's why. Right, exactly. If I didn't, everybody would have found out what you did. They said he was going to charge you if I didn't help them with that plan. They said he would. They said he would. That he would. I just had to do what the auctioneer said. So you were coerced into it, were you, Nurse Needler? And just to be clear, the auctioneer was Chairman Winner? I'm sorry, I honestly don't know. The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as the chairman, but I never saw their face. Then there must be something, any detail, no matter how small, will do. Oh, wait. Their mask didn't cover their whole face.
Okay.
The part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it.
The part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. That much.
I remember that much for sure.
So on the chin? Sorry, let me just. I'm looking at people's chins, guys. I mean, admittedly, his chin is covered.
Oh, it's a fucking upside down wig! He fucking. Oh my god. I fucking, like, I thought it was something weird about his, like, face. I was like, what's with the long beard and stuff? Look at him. Hold up.
Objection!
Here. It's a fucking upside down wig, maybe, that's attached to his face. It's not crazy, right? Maybe? It's not crazy, right? It kind of looks like it, right? Like, it would kind of, like, Like if it was a female's wig, right? And that's kind of like the indention in like the middle, and then it like comes out and around. I think we got him, guys. It's the beard.
There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I'd know if there was one, wouldn't you? Which means I can't be the ringleader no matter how much you might want me to be.
Can I burn your beard then?
Only hope you can figure out who this shameless manipulator might be. Oh.
Overruled.
Your contempt for this courtroom is an insult to the goddess. Are you sure it's not you who's feeling insulted here? I am not the only one who has been trying to bring you to justice. Ms. Ringer has been trying too. And I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain.
Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say? But why, I barely knew her. I always had a certain magnetic charm, but I don't remember ever catching that particular eye.
You barely knew the victim. Why, I do believe that is a new statement. The goddess demands that you offer your full testimony on the record.
Yes, let's go.
That's how things are going. You mean to hound me until I finally break? If that's the way you want to play it, fine. I'll destroy you all.
I'll bring you to justice.
Every last one of you.
Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to work with you this one time.
Please.
I doubt we'll get another chance to put him on the stand.
I'm gonna die. I guess we don't know where the wavy wig went. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why would it disappear? Like, that means he and or someone must have worn it, right? Or at least it was in use or something. I hate his eyes. Went straight there. Also explains why he keeps grabbing his beard, quote unquote. Making sure it's attached properly. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What was it? Member of the committee, of course. I haven't really had any personal interactions, at least none that I remember. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. No idea why she was after me. So you don't mean to accept your part in any of this? Of course he doesn't. He isn't guilty. How could he be? He's my dad, the winner of winners. I'm changing his voice again.
It's very kind of you, Eustace. But you'll need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me.
Right, you got it, Dad. I won't let them pin this on you, Dad. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth, I know you will.
Yes, yes, you're such a sweet, simple child.
He loves his dad, huh? But that's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crimes.
This is coming from Francesca. She knows that better than anyone.
No matter how much he respects him.
Oh, I love you, Francesca.
Regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time.
Ooh. Achy, achy. Don't do that, Hannah. Sorry, just my shoulder. I don't know, I like began to like lift it in a particular way and it was like, why do I do that? Hurt? That's not good. This won't be it won't be easy on Ms. Winner, but it has to be done. I can't let his father get away with this. Everything I know about Ms. Ringer, everybody think I'm pointing up their fingers. That's Miles Edgeworth's job. What are you talking about? Okay, I just want to like see, do I have any like evidence pertaining to this? Other than these fake letters, which wouldn't be important. I don't think I really have any evidence, so I'm just gonna push.
Hold it.
So I'm just gonna click through this bit. I never knew about that burn mark on her hand. Was she wearing gloves? She has gloves on her person. Or that can't be right, right? The body's giving fuck you vibes, not letting me be sleepy. That's okay. We're still here together. You took the sleepy meds. We're hanging out. We're finding out about crime together. I'm having a great time. I'm sleepy, but like, I'm really excited to play the rest of this game, guys. And I'm like, I know no one else is, but I'm having a great time. Is this game going on for a bit longer than I would like? Absolutely. Do I kind of wish I still had time to go back and play Spider-Man 2, but my arm still hurts after like 2 weeks? I don't know how long it's been. Yeah, absolutely, but wait, I didn't even know about the burn mark on her hand. Then why would they have gloves? But we've already proven that they switched it with the person. Would gloves be important? I just realized Fender hasn't been a part of this case really at all at this point. Sorry, let me just think this through. There's not really many things pertaining to specifically the burn on their hand. I'll press it one more time. Now that I think about it, Ms. Ringer always did wear gloves. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of the burn mark until after the incident myself.
We're always covered by a pair of gloves.
It makes sense, of course. People can be very self-conscious about such things.
Although I suppose she was always wearing gloves, perhaps it was to hide that burn. Okay. Okay. Is this where I wanna... But proving here that she was switched with the body doesn't elude any information towards him specifically.
Hold it! Objection!
My brain is like randomly thinking about...
Objection!
Okay. Dragon Quest. Builders 2. When do we get a new Dragon Quest, like, Builders game? Huh? They said they saw it and she was not wearing gloves during the interaction. Yes.
Zuma's Ringer always wore gloves. If she did, that raises a rather important question and highlights quite a contradiction.
A contradiction, you say? Really?
If we listen again to the conversation that was captured by this stuffed cow, you'll soon see what I mean.
Knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Wait so long for this day and now finally have my revenge.
We can reasonably certain that what we just heard is the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. We assume that those were the words of the killer.
And where's the problem with that? It seems like a perfectly reasonable assumption to me.
I'm afraid not, Chairman Winner. Huh? For you see, if the victim was always wearing gloves, as you just testified, then the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to her killer.
Objection.
Huh? Sorry, can I go back? So it's actually the other person saying it. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself. I've waited so long for this day and now I finally have my revenge. So that was actually the other person saying it. Ah, that's fair. Because she did say she was after him. As well as, I just reread the evidence. The K letter. Sorry, not K's. The other letter they had. Where K said, sorry, Rose, good luck with getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. So K knows about, presumably, what Rosie was after. We don't know what that was exactly. Well, I need another case in order to figure it out. No. But she hadn't. She was still wearing the gloves when I changed places with her. So they must have been on her hand when she was being murdered too.
What are you saying, my dear? Do you know how much trouble you're in, don't you?
I'm not scared of you anymore. I have Grandma on my side now. She always was on your side. Now it's time for you to pay the Papa winner. Yeah, dang devil. Dang the devil.
I see, so you're both looking to disappear.
Can you keep burning that? Burn it. Burn it.
Not this time, Excelsius winner, sorry. The other person, disappearing will be you.
Hey, you can't do it with Dad like that. Who cares if the burn was covered up? Why does that even matter?
Objection.
Oh, it matters, because it turns out our understanding of the burn mark on its head.
What do you mean? What can the fact that the victim's burn mark was covered up possibly tell us? The murderer had a burn mark too. Yes. Ow.
Think about it like this, Mr. Winner. The victim was wearing gloves, therefore the burn mark on her hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn mark was it was being referenced in the recording?
Somebody who wasn't the victim?
Precisely, which can only have meant the culprit as a prominent burn mark too. Or to put it another way, I knew it was you the moment I laid on you. Yeah. Those words were spoken not by the murderer, but by the victim.
No way.
Objection.
Does he have a burn mark anywhere? Doesn't look like it.
Eustace, my boy, would you mind stepping aside for a sec? Look, Miles, it was nice to see you having fun with your little flights of fancy, but let's get serious.
Serious, let her burn.
The murderer had a burn mark. Now, really? Well, your little theory will either take fight or flight, depending on your answer, I'm afraid.
I want to say on the face, surely. Because if he had his chin showing, maybe he has like a burn on his neck or something that's covered by the hair.
There's no messing around. I have to figure out where that burn mark is, and fast.
Wonder where it could have been. All the auction people were wearing disguises, right? That's a very good point. Let's discuss this. I was keep wondering why they keep building up this idea of the ringleader's appearance, right? So the mask. So ringleader wore a white jacket, white gloves, a magenta, and a mask. Okay, which was the green one. Also had a tattoo on the part of the face. On the part of the face the mask didn't cover. So the mask was like green. Weird they don't have the mask referenced here. That's weird. No, not that one. Well, they didn't show the mask, but that's fine. It was a green mask, and it covered specifically the face, and like the teeth probably like ended here-ish, and it came like down and like this. So it has to be around this side and like down in the neck. So the reason like the case file was building up the whole ringleader's appearance was because it's trying to eliminate what parts of the ringleader were covered and not covered.
Well, actually, people were wearing disguises, right? Yes, and each disguise was different. Yet in spite of that, the burn mark was visible to the victim somehow, which means...
Where was the victim? I assume you have some- wait. Sorry, wait. Sorry, I wasn't expecting evidence. I was hoping a thing that was just like, where is the thing? On the head, the body, or the hands, or something, but that's not what it gave.
Take that!
Okay. Here is the evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Winner.
Oh, what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Objection!
A suit.
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. This disguise should have covered almost all of your skin, but according to Nurse Needler's testimony, the auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. And not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo on the part that was exposed. But was it a tattoo, or did she simply mistake a burn mark for one?
A burn mark on the face?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt while you're so clearly enjoying yourself, dear boy, but I regret to inform you that none of the committee members have such a burn. Myself included, of course.
Dad, I mean...
Oh, buddy.
Eustace? Do you think you can be quiet? Please, you can be foolish on your own time later.
You're gonna turn your own dad in, Eustace? It's kind of sad how much of this game is basically like, hey, do you have a loving father or figure in your life? Well, perhaps they are a criminal. And you, as a prosecutor, must now prosecute your father figure on multiple occasions. Haha. And that's the entire thing.
Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winner, but on this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. A reaction like that from you, his son, is as good an indicator of the truth as I had hoped. And it gives me a much-needed confidence boost concerning another theory of mine. Namely, who that one unexplained item belongs to. What's the matter, Mr. Winner? I think he might be in shock. After all, he's usually the last to figure things out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly.
Oh, he's talking about the wig, right?
He knows his father is indeed the real murderer.
Sad because he knows the truth.
So, it's better not to know the truth at all? No, okay. It's what we came here for. It doesn't matter how we get there. The important thing is finding the truth.
Yeah. Wavy wig. Yeah. Yeah.
You yourself told me that once.
I know.
Hi, I'm sleepy bye boy.
I'm surprised you didn't sleep bye earlier.
I was too busy watching stuff. Wow.
That's what happens when you start rewatching a TV show.
Oh, I know her. I know. Weird thing was, I wasn't watching a television show.
Oh.
I was watching Game Grumps.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay.
No, night owl. Sleep well. See you in the morning. God, my back. Man, I really should go see a physio. Just all of the time. I want to go see a physio, but I don't have a lot of time next week. And I just want to, like, not worry about it, you know?
Now it's time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence.
I want to know too the truth of what really happened. So please, Mr. Edgeworth, would you show me? I wish this like ended like a Danganronpa. Sorry, it's been a while since I saved. Danganronpa, for reference, always has this little like, this is how the murder actually occurred. And you have this little sequence where you play a little bit of a game and you have to like build up this like comic on how it looks. It's great. I love it.
I'm very much intending.
Oh, don't know when to give up, do you? Where's this burn then? Perhaps you can point it out for me. It's nowhere to be found, just like your evidence that I'm the killer.
Yeah, hunt for contradictions all you like. You won't find me, because he's my dad, a winner through and through.
Objection!
Oh, kid. I understand, Mr. Winham. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. But if you ignore the truth now, you'll regret it for as long as you live. Exclamation mark. Dad, what do I do?
Stay quiet, boy. I just don't understand. How could I have raised such an utter buffoon? If you really wish to help your father, Eustace, you can try thinking on your own for once in your life, you useless nitwit.
But I try all the time, Dad, and all I do is try. What, at school you wanted me to go to? I asked every test. Look at my jacket. And then they give these out to valedictorians.
Oh, you're cute.
I did everything you told me. I worked like crazy. Graduate top of my class.
It's really hard to believe that he did all this stuff and he graduated top of his class. Maybe he was bought out, maybe.
Try to just be like you and win as many trophies as I could.
Objection!
You really are a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you aced, I had the school give you perfect scores on all of them.
Oh my god. Wait, so he's an idiot because of you. You fucked him over.
Those debates and sweet competitions you won, judges were all friends of mine. If you never even realized that much, there's no hope for you, I'm afraid, not at all.
Bro, you're the fucking problem. He's a kid. Are you kidding me?
You're no son of mine. Even you must see that.
Oof. Oof, guys. It's got serious. Alright, he's gonna go cry. Wah! Okay. Gotta love him.
Oh, gone, my own son. They all leave in the end.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, I mean, boo-hoo-hoo. Even when he was trying, he was failing, and he did it all for me, then he should have tried harder.
Yes, but how does he know that he's losing unless someone tells him he's losing? You're a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father, and you certainly don't deserve to be a chairman of this committee. I love the idea of Edgeworth being like, but I have fatherly qualities. Even I feel sorry for the boy now. Poor Mr. Winner. Explain yourself, Chairman Winner. Just what do you think your son is to treat him in such a way?
An utter useless pawn sounds about right. But you're one to talk verity. You tried to worm your way into my trust by using Eustace too.
I cannot deny it. However, I have never thought of him as a mere pawn. He may not be a naturally gifted prosecutor, but he tries. In some ways, he tries harder than anybody. I hope this means that with Case 5, we get to see, maybe actually see Eustace make a little bit of a comeback. That's what I have witnessed during my time with him, yet you would call him useless. How could you? We love Mama Gabelle.
Objection!
Oh, because he is verity, my girl. He's utterly incapable of doing anything I ask of him.
Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess to you.
What?
So that you may use it to call her final judgment onto Excelsior Winner. I'm gonna save. This is a really... We've basically just talked this entire time. I mean, I'm glad we're not doing too many more testimonies, but...
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been more than ready to do so. The ringleader had a visible burn on their face that night.
Now then, your answer, please.
Throw him under the bus, Eustace. Damn, he ran away instead. Eustace should have grabbed the guy's fake beard and ran.
Well, he's not smart enough to figure out that it's a fake beard. Which piece of evidence will help us to reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? Well, surely it's Ms. Needless Statement.
Take that!
Right? Yes, let's go. Let's go!
Recall Nurse Needler's testimony, if you will. There was one thing we never quite resolved. The second wig, the one that wasn't used. This is amazing, by the way. This is a great, like, little thing to connect to this story. I love it.
I seem to remember it being wavy.
What are you talking about? You two talking about? Nurse Needler apparently found some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim.
And what do you have to do with the burn mark?
What she found were 2 wings. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. But what was the other one for?
I don't suppose it was meant to be a spare.
It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see the truth. Compare Chairman Winner's current appearance to that of the ringleader as it was described to us.
Stop it! Stop staring at me!
One very prominent difference presents itself. His face, or rather, what's around it.
You mean it wasn't a wig after all?
Indeed, not a wig intended to go on the top of their head in any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it, Excelsius Winner?
Yes, get rid of it.
Aha, aha. Well, this is all my own, dear boy. Very kind of you to suggest otherwise.
We saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth, and how he desperately tried to cover for you, even in the light of his realization. Yet you still feared that he might expose you. So rather than take that risk, you bullied him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew that your beard hides a prominent birthmark. And Chairman Winner, I insist you remove your beard this instant.
Oh, put the fire down, man. Oh shit. Wait, it's in the fucking shape? It's in the shape of a fucking skull? Man, dude, that's a lot of hair to lose.
There is the burn mark.
I was thinking he would just take the fucking... You know, it's fine. Whatever.
Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil to justice before the eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks.
Fuck yeah.
No, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Celsius Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict.
Fuck you.
In the matter of the murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you guilty.
And everyone applaud. Woo! Yay! We all applaud collectively. Yay. We did it. Oh, that was just the end. This is the next day. What the fuck? Still think it's fucking weird that there's a goddess. There's not a goddess, okay? They're embodying the element of the lore and assigning it to divinity, okay? Just like how back in ye olden days they had the will of the waves of like the ocean and stuff, where people would believe that if they tossed money into the ocean it would ensure people safe travels or something. You know, it's categorical throughout history. It's just here, I mean, it's weird, don't get me wrong, but it's not unheard of.
Oh, thank you enough. You never gave up on me when I gave up on myself.
Oh, very kind of you. Okay. Ugh. Okay.
Never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That was very kind of you.
There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor, well, no. As a friend, it was the least I could do.
I'm so proud. People did that. Yeah, man. All the time. Where do you think Poseidon comes from? Do you think Poseidon exists? He might. Let's hope he's not angry at me if I say he doesn't. A lot of people, there was like a ton, like you look at like different like history around the world, and a lot of different people have different ways of kind of like wishing goodwill on people or something like that, or trying to pray away bad omens and stuff, whether it's tossing money into an ocean or making like altars, like olden day like altars of like basically you put like money or like precious goods in and then you like bury it in order to, like, you know, kind of give it to the earth or something. Sort of earth god or something. I really like this scene, by the way, because at the beginning he was like, "You're my acquaintance," and it was like, wow, really, acquaintance? Like, that feels bad, man. They've known each other long enough to be friends, easily. A day is all it takes. No, but like throwing money into the ocean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm speaking of a random section of my brain, but like, I will. Let me do a brief Google. Throwing money into ocean. Meaning? History? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. Yeah, throwing money into bodies of water is a tradition that stretches back a long way. Centuries ago in Europe, having clean water was seen as a gift from the gods, so people left money as offerings to keep the water flowing. Ancient Indian civilizations began the tradition as far back as 600 BCE. Wow. The ancient Indians were very intelligent. It's just a tagline there. Throwing coins in water sources is often associated with prayers and wishes, while the tradition of throwing coins in this fountain began in ancient Rome. Archaeological evidence and Vedic texts suggests that people threw money in. Yeah, sailors believed, see, this was more what I was thinking. Sailors believed that the seas were controlled by sea gods, and to appease them, they would throw coins into the sea, and that would protect them from storms and rough seas. That's what I was thinking, specifically. But yeah. Old stuff. Anyway, it's wild. It's cool. My Hero Academia is cool. Good time. Now we just gotta wait for the new season to come out.
Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice.
I am rejoicing. What do you mean?
I've learned that Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center.
If anyone breaks him out, I'll kill him.
The search for the missing auction hammer continues. However, we are talking about Chairman Winner here, so it's highly likely that it has already been destroyed. In addition, there's one other matter I must inform you of. The chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not a part of his plan.
Oh. Someone else? Oh yeah. I definitely get the impression that the letters were true in the end. What? How could that be? Thanks so much for agreeing with my plan. Now we can both get what we want.
He claims that he and Miss Needler found the letters on Miss Ringer's person, and that they found a second letter on Kay's unconscious body. From their contents, the letters seem to be ones of correspondence. So he leapt to the conclusion they must have been working with each other.
That's quite the conclusion to jump to.
As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea to frame Miss Faraday for Miss Ringer's murder. So he decided to place the victims in a very conspicuous place. Namely, in her left chest pocket.
It sounds to me like he's just trying to make excuses for himself.
Yes, I certainly thought the same. Perhaps it was some sort of last-ditch ploy on his part. But it matters not. He will answer to the goddess now. And under her scrutiny, such strategies cannot hope to succeed. He will not escape justice. And with that, one of the duties with which I have been entrusted with is complete at last.
Judge Cavan, before you go, can you tell us what you know about how Chairman Winner came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there?
Yes, and I suppose you have earned the right to the whole truth.
Okay.
Miss Ringer once had a lover, a press photographer.
Oh, this is all gonna be important, isn't it? Okay, let's keep going.
He was investigating the underground auction as a freelance journalist. But before he could uncover the truth behind the auctions, he was disappeared.
All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and personal effects of her lover.
It's gonna be fucking Fender, isn't it? It's gonna be Fender. I'm calling it now. It's fucking Eddie has taken a weird backseat with the second half of this story. It's gonna be Eddie. Eddie was the person who disappeared and now, or like he had to change his name or something maybe? I don't know. I mean, he's theoretically been doing the same thing the entire time, right? But maybe he wasn't. That's the thing. Like, he's like, yeah, now I'm running Edgeworth and Co., but maybe he wasn't for a while. Who's to say? It's been like so long.
All Miss Ringer was there, and so, seeking revenge on Chairman Winter, she made her appearance at the auction.
Or not. I don't know. Eddie wasn't too upset when he found out about the murder, was he? I can't remember. Maybe I'm jumping to the conclusion.
Unfortunately for her, her opponent struck first.
Or maybe they're just saying the body was, they were killed.
And so that's the story behind this case.
While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Miss Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winter's crimes at last.
So that was your real goal. You were tasked with exposing Celsius Winter and the corruption at the heart of the committee.
Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winter? I'm afraid I haven't been able to get in touch with him yet.
Do you have any idea why?
Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me most.
Oh, I really feel bad for him.
Well, don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. And no matter how hard it might be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can't, he'll never be able to move on with his life.
Speaking from someone with experience, trust me.
I love her. She's the best girl. I love her.
A father's influence isn't easily erased. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his way.
It's coming from the two people who have, like, the best authority.
You're right. I've got to be. Can I change too, I wonder? Can I move on with my life? You okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine.
I gave those two the same voice. We're going to ignore that.
I'm fine, thank you. Sorry, Kay, you were my patient. I had a responsibility to you, and instead I let them accuse you of it. Oh.
Hey, right. We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies, missies. The mind's where it all begins. Very true.
You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? It's like a little more. Maybe I'll be able to remember some more?
A little more time?
Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit.
Oh shit, that's the girl from the last crime. Man, we are going through this at the moment.
The Bronco Knight case, huh? Who's the defense attorney?
It was supposed to be Miss Ringer, but as she is no longer with us, we're still in the process of finding her replacement.
But Eddie?
Miss Ringer was scheduled to represent Warden Lagarde?
And of course, until we find Eustace, there's nobody to act for the prosecution either.
He's just missing.
In any case, I must take my leave.
Why does that feel like that's all very important?
Wait, please. What about Mr. Edgeworth's badge? What's gonna happen to him now? With its chairman under arrest, the committee's activities have been suspended for the time being. So to answer your question, it's complicated.
Sorry guys, but it's complicated.
It's all up to the goddess now. But...
Don't worry about it, Kay. It's a consequence of my own making.
And I assume you do not mean to change your mind.
Of course not. I chose the path of the truth, and I chose it willingly.
With Chairman Winner out of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more. If you did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth, I would be more than happy to facilitate such a decision.
Thanks, girl.
It's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at this time. I can't ask for my badge back when I'm not even sure if I want it anymore.
I see. It seems we're destined to continue on different paths then.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I'll trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. Oh.
With all I have.
God, I love her.
In the meantime, I have here a token of the goddess's mercy.
What?
You may return this notebook to its rightful owner.
Aw, thanks. Gay's promised notebook.
It seems it was due to be sold in the auction.
Wow, that's rude.
And with the name K written on its cover. Chairman Winner made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to.
Oh, that's right. They were talking about that something was stolen from her or something, right? Something was stolen from her like ages ago or something.
It was the same name as the one in the letters, after all.
The letters he claimed to know nothing about. I suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them.
Yes. He also had something else to say. Apparently, he thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and that Miss Ringer was after his life.
Yeah.
And that their respective goals was what led them to cooperate and infiltrate the auction together.
Unfortunately for him, he misread the situation completely. It was all just happenstance. If Kay had known a defense attorney, who was also a member of the committee, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. That just isn't like her.
Ah, your belief in her is touching. While the notebook did become a part of the Chairman Winner's cover-up scheme, it is also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's, which is why I would like for her to have it back.
How do you know that? That's my question. How does she know that?
I'm sure would the goddess.
Thank you.
I pray that it helps her recover her lost memories.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Oh, where was there, guys?
It's fucking hot in here.
Come on, Kay, read the book.
Is everything alright?
Judge Gabel wanted me to return something important to you. Aww.
Ah, isn't that... Always great. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers.
Aww.
Daddy, I wrote them all down, Daddy! Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises and be a real hero when I grow up, just like you. Oh, wait. Got to write one down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn things about things you don't understand.
I'm not sad, okay? I'm not about to cry. Okay, it's just hot in here, guys. I'm sweat.
I'll remember it just like how you said it. And now I'll never forget about it.
Oh. I'm not sad.
Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's right, I have to try.
You don't have to try, take your time.
I'm Kay Fabrade, the Great Thief, second Yatagarasu and assistant to Mr. Edgeworth.
God. Kay, is that really you?
Heh, can't say I'm not a little bit embarrassed, but...
Yeah, I'm back. I couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Aww. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost and couldn't remember anything.
And thank goodness, you certainly seem to be back.
Kay, so this is real you, huh? Welcome back. It's so good to know you're better. I can sleep easy now.
Now that you found it, don't you dare go losing that memory of yours again, young lady, you hear?
Miss Needler, Miss Dr. Hertz, thank you a lot for looking after me.
And if you really are better, how about you get out of them dang hospital ducks?
Oh yeah, I washed all your clothes for you. Here.
I thought they were with Detective Gumshoe.
And the motive was after they came back from forensics.
And did he happen to mention if forensics found anything of note?
I didn't ask. Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on Kay, I want to see.
Wait, what about her bandages? Surely it's too soon to remove those.
Oh, it's probably fine. Should have taken a big old bump to the head, but that doesn't really hurt otherwise.
But then, why all the bandages in the first place?
Prevention is better than cure. A stitch in time saves 9. Those are just a few of my mottos.
Both of which sound like a painfully annoying practices for your patients.
Transformation time. Let's go. My girl. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Fits like a stolen glove.
That smile suits you better too.
Aww. Franziska's such a good girl. I love her.
As it always did.
Aww.
Thanks to you too, Miss Von Karma. I'm so glad you showed up when you did. I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. I'm sure he'll be very happy to see that you're back to your old self too.
I was wondering, how old is Franziska? 19. I think she's 17. Yeah, the beginning of the other storyline. Yeah, that checks out. I'm just saying, like, it's weird to think that Mr. Winner and Franziska, like, could, like, it's just, like, there's a very different, maturity between the two. Insane.
Speaking of golly, where is he? Who knows? Perhaps the well of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge.
As if.
Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, I have to be going, and I'll be taking those two with me. Wait, what's going to happen to them? Acting as an accomplice in a murder and forging an autopsy report 18 years ago. Their crimes can't be allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Excelsior Winner coerced them into the cooperating will, of course, be taken into account.
Don't you worry about us, Kay. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be alright.
They're really creepy.
Take care, Kay Faraday, until we meet again.
So, Kay. I know you only just got your memory back, but I need to ask you some questions.
Sure, ask away.
What happened the day you lost your memory? What were you doing?
Someone asked me to meet them at Gold Lake.
This is so long. Oh my god. Fuck my life, man. I'm worried about how long the other game's gonna go for. I've got 8 minutes to finish the storyline. I'm getting there though. Should be almost there. Okay, yeah, where was that?
Oh, I didn't know who it was. So there I was, just looking at the moon when somebody in a red coat started walking towards me.
They must have drugged me somehow, because that's when I fell unconscious.
Wait, so someone drugged her?
What? I'm not sure I follow. Kay was at Gold Lake looking up at the moon? Anyway, when I came to, I was on the roof of this building. That's crazy. I was in a daze, stumbling around up there when I saw the person in the red coat again, but they were lying on the ground. I was so surprised I stumbled backwards. And then I was falling and everything went dark. And when I came to the second time, I couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat, who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking in midair.
Oh, thinking about it makes my head hurt. Just breathe, Kay. You only just got your memory back. You're still confused. I imagine the root cause of your confusion is you fall down the hatch, your memories of 2 different locations, the name on the promise book. What? Outside the name on the thing. Mixed up in your mind because you were at Gold Lake 1 minute, and then on top of the big building the next. And because you saw the moon in both locations, your mind blended your memories of the 2 together.
Huh? Those are 2 totally different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I don't think I could have gotten them confused that easily.
I believe these things on the roof might have made you think more likely to confuse the stand, more specifically. The chair and the...
Take that!
There are 2 key similarities between the scene down by Gold Lake and here on the big top. Cherry blossoms and food stands.
Wait, you're right!
Those similarities are what caused your memories of both places to overlap. The person in the red raincoat wasn't walking in midair. They were walking towards you from across the park. But in your blurry memories, the same sight played out over the viewing platform instead.
No way. You still have great thieves' memories, huh? That's just cheating.
Yeah, even still, this doesn't answer the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was the person in the red raincoat she saw? Beep, 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 beep. Do you hear that?
Sounds like it's coming from up in the storeroom. Come on, let's go take a look.
Well, whoo-wee, I smell not scooping it open.
You're still here?
I don't know about Lotta. I feel like I'd start following Miles around all the time. Yeah, where's her phone, by the way? Does she have her phone? Not even 10 AM. There is a phone there.
Let's come on this little gadget here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Isn't that the same thing that the killer dude uses? Shelly, the killer?
This transceiver. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Oh, I'm right. Fuck yes. It's still going. But I'm no good with technology. Come on, you have to pick it up. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, this is Edgeworth. Okay, if you could refrain from answering strange calls for me.
Mr. Edgeworth, I presume.
I know that voice. I fucking knew it. Shelley the killer.
Sprain, don't forget that easily.
Congratulations on another case solved. Yeah, I can't
remember what voice I gave him, can you tell?
Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? I'm sure you've noticed by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident. How do you even know about this case? That's not what's important right now. Let's focus on this certain individual for the time being, shall we? I've indeed been wondering myself if somebody else could have been involved.
Winner is actually a genius. Honestly, that would be such a good, like, thing to turn around. Winner's actually a genius and has been controlling everything from the shadows. I'd be so proud of him. It's kind of like Murdazushi.
If not, how are we to explain the piece of evidence that proved so damning to case? No way, an evil mastermind? But who?
Who indeed? Perhaps you could share your thoughts?
What is the evidence in question that points to somebody else's involvement?
The letters, right? Because they already said they didn't have the letters. It's gotta be the letters.
Take that!
And this right here, Rosa.
Well, at least there's no penalty at the moment. So it's not the letters, even though they said they might have been talking with each other. I mean, Kay's memories? Sorry, I wasn't expecting this question right near the end. I'm almost there. Almost there.
Take that! Take that!
Okay, not the extra mask. Okay. Come on. Come on, Hannah. You can figure this out. But it's so late. The ringleader's occurrence, which was the dude, Miss Hart's statement about what happened during the things. Many things were on sale related to homicide case. What's something that would directly insinuate? I'd be really sad if I found out it was Gavel was controlling things.
We'll find out.
I thought I was done. I thought I was done. I'm so sorry. My brain is fucking dying. The victim's letter. Oh, fuck. I presented just the letter, not the victim's letter. Fuck my life. Alright, whatever. Whatever. The letter Kane supposedly wrote to the victim. Hell, I don't remember even writing that. So who did? Who would prepare such a thing? I know I'm not the only one who would like to know. And how do we know it wasn't you? Now, why would I do a thing like that, I believe the truth can only fully come to light in a court of law. Really? But since you've had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So how will it all end? I, for one, will be watching from the sidelines with interest. I wonder how he has, like, cameras everywhere. He even knows about my badge. Oh, and one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Now, I bid you farewell. I love that he has faith in us. I'll be honest, I love this type of, like, overtone with a thing where it's like, hey, by the way, the worst bad guy you can imagine is rooting for you. And it's like, he's a good guy, at least a little bit. What the heck did he mean by the case hasn't been fully resolved? Why is he so interested in us anyway? Oh, everything's just one giant bowl of mysteries. It seems I've only scratched the surface of this case. But even without my badge, I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However this ends, one thing's for certain. Come what may, I will expose the truth. Yay, we did it. Oh, man, I didn't think we'd actually manage to finish this after how much I fluffed about it earlier. Alright. That's alright. And obviously, time to start the new case to ensnare my interest. Let's do it. Episode 5, Turnabout for the Ages. What's this? Why is it shaking? Why it shake, bro? The statue's gone. No? Maybe? What? This is scaring me. Why is there a giant? Why is there a giant? What's going on? Oh, that's right, there was a movie. They were doing a movie. I am the genius. They did talk about that they were shooting a movie. It's Godzilla. Nice. Not how I expected this to start to go, but that's fine. Right. And back to the murder movie. Why is Lotta still here? So what's next for the Great Miles Edgeworth, huh? Wait, you are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, ain't you? Yes, I am. No longer a prosecutor. It's hard to believe even yet. Can't stop thinking about what Mr. DeKiller said. Me neither. Who wrote that letter? We've been dancing to somebody's tune this whole time, but whose? Still can't let it go, huh? You're like a dog with a dang bone, both of y'all are. Well, I got some reporting to do, so I'll catch you later, I guess. Wow, you have a news story to chase already? Trying to patronize me, girlie? You bet I got a news story more than you can shake a stick at. Good reporter always has 3 to 4 leads bubbling away in the old scoop pot. Somebody, please. Whoa, what now? Please? You have to help me. Do I know her? Penny? What's the matter? Has something happened?
There's a body. Looks almost like a monster might have.
What? A monster?
Albie, anybody else smell the sweet, sweet smell of a soup, scoop.
This way, hurry.
I love her. Why is she the best?
What happens now? What indeed?
They found a body? God, I love her.
Huh? These look like
Yeah, footprints. This right here's photo gold.
The footprints? How could a creature... how big would a creature have to be to leave prints like that?
is that rich? Look.
Lang! Xilong Lang, what he's doing here? Wait, the guy on the floor, it's the president. The president actually got killed. Why is there yellow dust on him? Dijun Wang, the president of Zhengfa. Damn, what a way to begin this. Agent Lang, Mr. Prosecutor, how'd you get here so quick? What is going on here? Huh? You don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself? You can't blame him for being on edge, I suppose. The leader of his country is dead. Speaking of which... the body is lying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him?
Monster.
Monster?
What the heck y'all want to say? Them right there's monster prints, mister. That big old bad old Taurosaurus is don't stumped right through here. I ain't sure never been sure of nothing.
Tora, what? And I suppose you mean you are sure.
This right here's a scoop to scoop all the other scoops and bury 'em 10 feet deep. Man traveled by giant monster. They'll leave that in every paper from here to Honolulu.
Just like your Delulu. Ridiculous. There's no such thing as monsters. Wait.
The order is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm DJ 1. Your efforts have averted something of a crisis. You're the assassin we've been looking for.
Did he finally manage to?
No.
Did you discover the body?
Yes, that is,
What are you doing, Agent Lang? Angie says... begin at the beginning, with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body?
Okay, we'll leave it there. I saved in the wrong file, but that's fine. An incident occurs. I like we're right into, like, already there being a murder. Like, that's kind of crazy. You know, but we also know that, like, so Fifi Lagarde, I just want to say, Fifi Lagarde is currently supposed to have her, like, trial, but Winner is gone, Ringer is dead, and who wins the best from that? Fifi Lagarde, which could mean that maybe there's someone else who's, like, maybe a lover of Fifi Lagarde or something. Like, they've been organizing, doing stuff together since the very beginning. Maybe they organized to do stuff together from the very beginning. But why kill the president of a different country? Don't know. Anyway, it's bedtime. Alright, I gotta go to bed. I'm just gonna wake up and do something tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Okay. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Alright, take care. Tomorrow we'll keep playing this. Even though I feel like I want to keep going. I want to know all the cool things, but I also know, you know, we could do other cool things. Like Pokemon or Skyrim or cookies. Cookies are good. Anyway, have a good night's sleep, everyone. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.